the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome. It's the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 836. We're doing it live. It's a slightly different kind of show. We're on Twitch again, live, and we have a guest. We have Kaceytron. I'm going to bring her on the line, and while we bring her on, we play this amazing Skype call music, and is there a way for me to turn?
I mean, this might just be
There we go.
the soundtrack of our lives.
Well, it's the music of my heart.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share the stream really quick, too, while we're waiting for her to get on the line.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Sending in the chair right now. Jennifer Robbins, big love.
Oh, here she is.
Hey.
Hi there. We're
Hello.
live. Hi.
Hello.
What up?
What
Is my camera on?
Yes, it is.
We're going to get you set up here.
I'll get you.
We're live with our audience right now.
Trubisky is the greatest and Dusty is a beautiful bird.
Oh.
So everybody watching will, they're going to see you the second we get you up here. So don't do anything crazy, okay? Please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
No crazy stuff, please. How you been?
Oh, I've been good.
Your
I've been
camera was
good.
on for a second, but then it went away for some reason. I don't know why.
I got it back on.
Oh, okay.
Right, wait, hold on. I had to change to my... Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. It's all right.
We're excited to have you back. I've been watching your streams. I like your cooking streams the best.
Really? What'd you see me cook?
Oh, I saw the beef Wellington.
Yeah, we watched the
and
beef Wellington. That was really good.
No, it turned out really good. I was very happy with it. People didn't think I could do it because I was so high or whatever, but it's how I function. So I felt like I was really in my zone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my camera bigger. Okay.
I still
How do
can't
I-
see you for some reason.
You still can't see me?
Yes, cannot see you. Well, I saw you at first though, but yeah, you're. I could see like your green screen behind you and everything.
You were
yeah,
there.
you were there for one
moment.
There you are.
Okay.
Everything's better
Got
now.
it.
Everything's better. Yeah, the beef Wellington actually made me super jealous.
Yeah, I wanted it. I wanted some beef Wellington in my life really bad.
Yeah, I thought about driving down to Vegas just to get some.
Oh, have you had it before at Gordon
Yes.
Ramsay's
I
restaurant?
I
Yes,
I had it.
too. Oh, there's a Gordon Ramsay's restaurant that actually opened in Kansas City, which is a big deal for Kansas City. You know, it opened at one of the casinos,
Yeah.
and I've went there a few times. It's so good.
I'm
Did
jealous.
you have the dessert, the sticky toffee pudding or whatever he does?
You know, I was really drunk, so I don't know how well I remember it, but I remember having beef Wellington and some kind of multiple course meal there. It was pretty great.
I'm very jealous. I've never actually had beef Wellington ever in my life in
Yeah.
any capacity.
It's definitely not keto.
It's like a steak in a pastry.
Are you still on that keto?
Yeah,
keto.
I fell off a bit in 2020. I let COVID win.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, COVID, I'm not going to get the cough, but I am going to get some cheeseburgers from the drive-thru window.
I'm on
That
keto
happened
now.
quite a bit. But I'm back on now.
I did the keto thing too and lost like 45 pounds.
I've thought about getting back on it, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know if I want to. I've been like, I'm going to exercise and eat less, count calories instead.
Yeah.
Calorie counting was part of the process I did when I lost like the hundreds of pounds. It was keto and calorie counting.
Yeah.
And I don't know how well I would have done with just keto, but the calorie counting really, it kept me honest.
You had an app, like a tracker app to track your calories.
Every
right?
single calorie, even down to like 5 calories for some mustard.
Every single calorie?
Every single calorie. I was sick. I was serious about it, and it worked. And then I got less serious, and then I got absolutely stupid, and I started eating compound destructive meals and gained like 80 pounds during COVID. It's very embarrassing.
It happens so fast, right?
It does. I was like, just
It
yesterday.
happens so fast you wouldn't expect it to, but it's just like you gain weight so much faster, and it's like, what the hell? I just, I'm not trying to sound cool or anything. I honestly feel like I sound like a loser, but I just smoked this whole blunt in like an hour because I got this sponsor through this like blunt wrap company, and I got a bunch of blunt wraps, so I tried it on stream, and I was like, I'm gonna smoke this whole blunt in like an hour, and I'm down to this much, just like a little bit.
What are the
So
wraps?
oh my god, they're ganja berry. They're made from goji berries, all natural, slow burning, packs up to 1.5 grams.
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
I'm like, fuck, I'm so stoned. Like, do you ever you guys smoke? Do you ever have that feeling whenever you're really high that it feels like gravity is pressing down on you? I'll only get it whenever I'm really high. And you'll almost kind of experience the same thing whenever you do psychedelics, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because weed is also a psychoactive, so I feel like, have you ever done so much weed, you're like, oh, I feel a little bit like I could be tripping.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm having that feeling where gravity is pressing down on my head.
That's how I feel on edibles. If I take enough
Yeah.
I took so many edibles one time that I ended up throwing up, like feeling sick and having to drink enough water to make me throw up because I was dizzy and the only way it would go away was to throw up. It was awful.
Oh, me too. I've been there.
Yeah. It's awful.
Those edibles are dangerous.
Yes. Yeah, I've baked brownies that sent a friend of mine to the hospital. Like he thought he was having a heart issue, but I think it was just like a panic attack from being too
Right.
high.
Oh yeah. I've felt that whenever I've done edibles before. I'm like, I feel like I'm not breathing. Like I'm not breathing right.
They messed me up so bad.
Panicking. Like my heart is skipping beats or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
I just have to like go lay down. I'm very talkative, but then if I get high, I'm super quiet. I hate it. I like to be loud. I like to talk. I like to speak, but I literally can't. When I get high, I'm just like listening.
Oh, I'll like blab on and blab on.
Yeah.
But if I'm high on edibles, I can't. If I'm high on edibles, I'll go silent because I'll just be so wiped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like your eyes are hardly even open.
Oh my god, I know.
This is a sleep stream.
Is it?
I know, like it looks like my eyes are closed.
We don't even
get really high. I just won't stop smiling too.
we don't even know what we can do on Twitch anymore. So we're like, oh, we'll stream on Twitch.
Did you get banned?
We never have, but we're afraid
Okay.
to. Yeah, we've been lucky.
Right?
Yeah.
Because Twitch is so like, no, you can smoke weed on stream as long as it's legal in the state that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's legal in the state that you're in, you can do it.
Yeah, I remember when you got banned not too long ago for some kind of joke you told.
My Corona joke.
Yeah.
I told it. It was I thought it was kind of bullshit, but I'm like, whatever. I'm over it. It was because I told a Corona joke. And fuck, I can't remember what it is, but it was like I was definitely not being serious, but you can't make jokes.
I
don't know. You have to be careful. with your jokes.
YouTube does that kind of stuff where they'll like shadow ban you. We did a stream talking about the riot at the Capitol building, and we showed footage of it. And we lost our monetization, and people couldn't, like, for that video, we lost our monetization, and people couldn't find us unless they found our link on social media somewhere. They couldn't search us or anything. Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go
Did
PG.
you get it fixed, or?
It's just kind of like on a whim. If we don't trigger anything bad, we'll get fully monetized, and it'll be normal. Like, our people will get notifications. But if they detect anything they don't like, then that video gets buried in the haystack of YouTube. And they detect what you say, too. That's how their closed captioning system works.
Oh, my God.
You know, if you ever just watch closed captioning, they get probably like 70-80% of those words accurately.
Yeah.
So
it's so scary. Oh, my God.
It's Big Brother YouTube.
Do you ever think about how easy it would be for somebody to do that shit with your face? You know, how they do the...
deep fake?
Yeah, the deep fakes. Because there's so much footage of you online, right? At this point, it's just like it would be so easy. People could get me to say anything, probably, right?
Yes.
Like,
I wouldn't mind getting that facial technology and hiring somebody to play me on the episode, and they can just say whatever they want, and I could stay at home and sleep. That'd be pretty cool, right? Like
yeah,
outsource.
It would be cool if people used it for good.
Yeah.
Like instead, like I wouldn't have to stream it all. I would just have like a deep fake.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Nobody would know.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Save a lot of time.
You can have the deep fake make some beef Wellington.
Yeah.
See if a deep fake could cook for you, too. That'd be even better. This sounds a lot more like Evan LeFavor's vision of the future where robots just do all the work for us.
I think everybody wants to live in a world where they have to work less and break free from the restraints of capitalism. And
besides Republicans.
The Republicans, the ones that are doing it right, they live the freest of all because they have people working underneath them. They crack the whip down on everybody and make all this big money. It's if you're at the top of the pyramid, best place to be. Bottom of the pyramid sucks. That's why I quit cheerleading.
Yeah, you want to be on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they tried you out at the top a couple times.
Oh, man, that poor girl.
What was her name?
Pancake.
Pancake.
Yeah, she got flattened. It was rough.
I mean, over in Europe and some of the countries I've been to, they have shorter work weeks, more paid vacation, and they get paid more. So,
but they don't want that here.
Some don't want it here.
We can't have that.
We're going to need something because people are realizing they can work from home. With social distancing, it's kind of opening up the eyes of not having to go into work every day.
A lot of these jobs were like call center jobs. People should have been able to do those kind of jobs for the last decade from home.
Yeah, for real though.
I worked in a call center and I had to go to a stupid building and wear like a collared shirt and slacks and act like what I did was actually important when I was just talking to idiots on the phone all day. That was dumb.
Sounds horrible.
And you know what? Like, they hardly even gave you time to use the bathroom. Now, if I had to work a call center job from home, I'd piss while I was taking a call.
Into a bottle?
Wouldn't you be worried they'd hear you?
I would just mute it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to mute it and cuss out the people that I was talking to when they were really stupid. It helped me vent my frustration, you know.
Did you ever accidentally mess up and not mute it?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
And then do you get in trouble?
I always found a way out of it.
Yeah, what are they going to really do? Like,
there was one time.
You get in trouble?
There was one time the person sitting behind me's phone picked up me getting all pissed off about something. It was hilarious. Oh, God.
I worked in telemarketing when I was like 14, and they didn't make me wear a suit and collar. I really didn't have to do anything but call people. It was a pretty
See, people
easy
called
job.
me. People actually wanted to talk to somebody when they were calling me. You were calling people unsolicited, trying to get them to buy shit. That's a different kind of job right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I had to do was, at first, I had to do lead generation, so I had to tell people they won something or they could win something.
What a scammer. You're a scammer.
I was like, you guys, you could win a car. And they're like, oh, yeah? And I'm like, yeah. So if they say yes, then they're more susceptible to saying yes to other things. So they would go into a bin of people that like are known for saying yes, and then people in other rooms would call them and be like, by the way, we have timeshares. You want to go on a vacation?
Yeah, I knew this one person that bought into one of the...
How are we going to like this dream? I guess no dab for Shabisky.
Yeah, no dab for...
He's banned.
Shabisky's banned from Twitch, so we couldn't even have him on the show ever. If see, that's a weird Twitch rule. If you have someone on that's banned, you get banned, which is really weird. Yeah.
I'm like, I could do a dab.
Go ahead.
Or Shabisky.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, okay.
A little dab will do you. I love it.
It's great.
Casey can be our Twitch
I remember when you
Shabisky.
used to act like weed was evil and like people who had weed should go to jail. That was
Well, there was a period. I didn't start smoking until like 2014.
okay.
So there was like a short period where I didn't smoke at all on stream, and then I just started smoking, and I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, is my blowtorch like... going
It's fun. You know what? I feel like Shabisky is here.
Yeah.
Shabisky is here.
It sounds like it.
Shabisky do dabs on your stream?
Yeah.
Just like this?
He could do big, giant, like,
I can't
half-gram
do big
dabs. Yeah.
I like, I wish I could, but I'm like such a cougher. Like, I always cough so much.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
like
can't
that
do
too.
Big of a dab.
This is a massive torch.
Yeah.
This is impressive.
I know. It's the way to do it, though. Like, you have to get it nice and hot, right?
Do you ever use the same torch to do a creme brulee?
To what?
To do a creme brulee?
I have before.
That's
I had
awesome.
those creme brulees from Costco. You know the ones?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would use my blowtorch to like get them crisp at the
Yeah.
top.
It turns into hard candy, basically.
You gotta do it like a dab brulee stream.
There's a French restaurant.
Yeah.
There's a French
Dab
restaurant on the
brulees.
Pike Place Market that has.
That's such a good idea. We could just like do dabs and like eat creme brulee.
Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe make some s'mores or something with
This
the flames.
sounds very caloric to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Highly caloric.
I don't know. You probably can't do like self-surgery on Twitch, so that would be a bad thing.
Self-surgery?
Like where you burn off like a mole or something with the torch. That'd be against
You do
terms
that?
of service. Some people do that. Yeah, you could like burn off like little skin tags and stuff. I don't recommend it. I think it's mad. It's crazy. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. But some people do that stuff. And I'm trying to think what else you could do with the blowtorch for like a stream, like a multi-purpose stream. Can't do that. 100%. Don't.
Like a firework.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Dangerous.
Yes. I really like the blowtorch now. I don't even do dabs because I've done like
I have
dabs
a couple
once.
of them. I have a couple torches.
Yeah, I just want to play with torches now. I was
It's fun.
I was a bit of a pyromaniac as a child.
Yeah, I love the 4th of July. That's my favorite holiday.
Fireworks are illegal here.
What?
Well, like we have a lot of
I went to
wildfires.
fireworks like a month ago.
Yeah, we have a lot of
I went-
wildfires here.
I went to
So
the fireworks store. There's a fireworks store here.
I know we don't have those. We have Indian Reservation that sells some pretty good stuff, but they're not open all year. They have little windows of opportunity to get boom stuff. Then I take it up to like a lake or something, and I'll just blow off fireworks into the lake.
the largest fireworks store I've ever seen was in Albuquerque. It was like a small warehouse that was a fireworks store because they, for some reason, have really loose regulations on fireworks.
I remember seeing fireworks stores like when I was going through New Mexico and I think
Michigan is
Arizona.
kind of like that too. They have really lax laws on fireworks. 420, no.
No, it's just a little 420, guys.
Yeah.
It's chill. If I smoked marijuana, I would do some right now, but I cannot. I get so goofy high. I get stupid goofy high. It's crazy how dumb I get. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Casey, have you ever smoked weed with Snoop Dogg?
No. On New Year's Eve, I watched Snoop Dogg's New Year's Eve special, and I was watching it on stream during New Year's Eve. I was watching him, and it was like a live stream, and I smoked with him then, and it felt like I was smoking with him.
It's
you know what I
Pretty
mean?
close, yeah. I have a lot of friends who have smoked weed with Snoop Dogg, and my biggest
For
fear,
real?
yeah. My biggest fear is I'll be like hanging out, and then Snoop Dogg will show up, and I'll have to smoke weed with Snoop Dogg, and I will get stupid high in front of Snoop Dogg, and that embarrasses me.
You can do fake hits where you don't inhale, like Bill Clinton.
I think he'd call me out on it.
He would.
He'd be like, "Why are you
You'd
fake
look-
hitting?"
But which would you look more like a fool at? You know what? You just get stupid high. 'Cause you look
I would
like-
have to.
Yeah.
I'd have to. But I'd be like, it'd be embarrassed. My one friend was smoking with Warren G, and he got stupid high. And that like put it in my head that, oh no, that would be so embarrassing to do that in front of
It
Snoop.
embarrassed him?
Yeah, because he got stupid high.
Did they make fun of him and they were like, ha ha,
I
he's
think
so high?
I think they laughed it off, and then they were good friends afterwards. So maybe that'll happen.
Was it cringe? Is it cringe to be stupid high?
I don't think it is, but I think some people that get stupid high, if they can't handle it, they get all weird and paranoid, and that's the cringe side of it.
Yeah, I don't mind being cringe, so I don't think that's what bothers me about it. Like if I was just cringe and Snoop was like, "Oh, this guy's cringy," I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever, Snoop." But if he walked in and was like, "This guy can't handle his weed," I'm like, "Damn!" In front of fucking Snoop.
When I get high, I just get really goofy.
Yeah.
You know,
I like that level
I was
of
saying
high.
yesterday, have you ever? And I asked somebody this, and they just made me feel stupid. But have you ever been watching like a movie or like a TV show or something, or like a game, and there's like a water scene where there's like a bunch of water splashing around, and you have this sensation that you get a water droplet on you, but you know it's just from. Have you had that?
Yeah.
Okay. See, like I swear I've had that, and I'm just like, I swear I could feel water drop on me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Are you fucking with me?
No. It's like when like I'll get because it's not too far away from like
people in the chat that are coming from Casey's channel are like, not this again.
Uh-oh.
Have you talked about this a lot?
I talked about it yesterday.
Okay.
Because it's not too far
Because I was
away.
just thinking about it. It's just like, so you've had that? Have you had that, Ben?
Yeah.
I have not.
You haven't?
No.
I'm like inside. I'm like, is it raining?
I can't say that. Okay, maybe I've got the sensation before, sure.
But like, if I see a bug when I'm high, I'll think the bug is in my hair.
Sure.
And that's not. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. Or like you feel a spider's crawling on
Disavow.
you.
Disavow. I don't like this.
Like right now, if you just tell someone a spider's crawling on them, then they feel it to a degree. Their skin
Have you
crawls.
ever had a June bug fly into your hair?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen a June bug.
Yeah, there's no
You've
June
never
bugs
seen
around
a
here.
June bug?
No, not around here.
Oh my god. They just like will fly around like crazy, like they don't know where they're like drunk driver flyers or something. And they'll just like fly straight up into you, and like they'll get tangled in your hair because they'll just start flapping their wings around like crazy, and you'll be like, there's a bug in my hair, and you're trying to untangle it out.
Yeah, we have
But it keeps on getting
hummingbirds.
more tangled.
We have
Yeah, it would
hummingbirds
be like
here.
that, but a bug that doesn't
Yeah.
know how to drive.
Yeah, hummingbirds
And they're
seem
huge.
okay.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah, June
I
bugs are
can't
crazy.
believe they don't have June bugs there.
They don't have fireflies or lightning bugs here, depending on what you call it. Hardly any
They don't?
mosquitoes,
Why
like
don't
compared to the
they?
Midwest.
We do have mosquitoes
We
quite a
have
bit
them,
near
but
water.
not like the Midwest.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I don't
Is
know
it
about the
because
Midwest.
it's cold?
like the Great Lakes region. No, it's dry. Like all summer when most of them hatch. So it's like all the grass here turns brown and stuff, and it gets really dry. But then when it's cold all winter, it rains.
If you go anywhere near like a pond or a lake or a river during the summer, though, the mosquitoes are deep, and they love me. I got sweet meat.
I mean, there's 2 lakes around here. I
I
don't
get
bit
so
by them
many
here.
mosquito bites.
Yeah, they love eating me. I don't know what it is. I'm tasty. I'm delicious, and
I've
mosquitoes
heard
know
that
it.
there's a certain blood type that they like more, or some shit like that.
I must have that blood type because it's so bad. Everybody else will like get 1 bite, and I'll have like 90. I'll look like a leopard print harlequin. It's the worst.
How do you remember your blood type? Like, I know I've been told it at least like maybe 2 or 3 times, but I'm like, I don't fucking remember.
Here's the
Yeah, I
areas
don't
with
remember.
the worst mosquitoes.
Like, why do you really even need to know your blood type?
This is on the Orkin website too, so they know what the fuck they're talking about.
Orkin man.
You have
Atlanta?
to know
So,
your blood type just in case you have to switch faces with John Travolta, and that's the only difference between the 2 of you is blood types.
That could happen.
I just watched Face Off yesterday.
It's all in the East, and like Detroit is up there. I grew up right near Detroit.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
surprised that Kansas City isn't on there because there's like a ton here.
There's a lot
Wow.
of like the Great Lakes region. There's a lot of like fresh
Oh
water.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Nashville and Memphis get to be 10 and 11, but Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, and Battle Creek have to share 12.
Well, that's a metropolitan area.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Me and my Kalamazoo people.
Cleveland and Akron, Ohio are one.
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
I'm like, that's a real place?
Yeah, it's in Michigan, like on the water.
Oh, and look at that. Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and Asheville, North Carolina, 2 different states have to share the same spot at 18. That's super unfair.
10 years ago, there was an outbreak of bed bugs all over the country.
Ugh.
But like it was mostly in these same places. The conditions are kind of the same. It's like humidity is a big part of it too. Like mosquitoes get like really big in like really humid, wet, warm climates.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we would have
Like how big?
like we used to joke that it was like the state bird, you know? 'Cause they get like
wow.
really big and they leave huge welts.
Ugh.
And on Lake Erie, there's this one like day every year where the June bugs hatch and they cover like everything. They cover like the sidewalk and the streets and like buildings. and you can hear them crunch like they'll be all over your car.
We don't like this. We don't like this at all. I'm glad I live in Seattle. All we have is Antifa. Everything's fine here. The rain isn't even that bad here. Everybody talks about how the rain is so bad, but it's not bad. Just don't
No,
move
it's not.
because we don't want more people living here.
Really?
Traffic's bad.
The rain is the rain is normally where it's snowing most places. So we get the rain here when it's snowing all over like the rest of the country. So it hardly ever gets cold enough to snow, maybe like a couple times a year. And then after midway through spring, it starts to dry out, but it never gets really hot. It never gets like over 85 at the hottest. And it's usually like in the 70s and dry and clear like every day. It's really good weather by and large.
Do a lot of people just like talk about Kurt Cobain there?
Not that I.
Is there like Kurt Cobain graffiti and shit? Like, are they just like, yeah, this is
a little
Kurt Cobain.
There's like the park
And then like
across
tourists will come in.
There's the park across the street, or like across the way from the house where he killed himself, and there's some graffiti there. But here's the thing I was talking about where the bugs cover everything. Yeah.
Nobody needs this.
Yeah.
This is not interesting or cool. This is torture.
Oh shit, there's so many news stories about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see that McDonald's covered in bugs?
I'm loving it.
Look at that.
That's horrible.
Oh, I want McDonald's now, honestly.
We just got a bunch of bits or something, right? I wanted to thank Alicia for sending us a bunch of her bits. I didn't see an alert.
I saw some earlier.
You don't have the bit alerts.
We do, but we should have them set up though. I don't.
It showed we got an alert for somebody hosting at one host.
Yeah,
so something's happening.
Is that the only alert
happening? I don't know. I'm over here. I see some bits from Jennifer Robbins and Cosmic Sauce. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And some new follows and some donos. The donos, Matthew Krecklaus, to take some of my Bitcoin profits I got because of Sweet Boy CEO Elon. Yeah.
Elon.
Dragon the West, it's really hard to imagine all dressed up Ben in a polo shirt and his hair tied back.
I'm wearing a collared one now. I got a whole new wardrobe because I lost some weight, so I got to wear my old skinny clothes again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Eric says, I've been doing calorie counting and have lost 12 pounds since late December. I got to lose weight since my hair is thinning out, and I'll either be fat or bald, but not both.
You and me both, yeah. Yeah, like, eventually when the hair is gone, I don't want to be a fat, bald guy. I got to at least be a thin, bald guy, right?
I get so afraid that I'm going to start losing my hair. You ever see, like, women that'll start losing hair?
Yeah. That's
and I'm
a
just
lot.
like, damn. I mean, I would wear a wig.
That's way more
I
rare
honestly
for
think
women,
they
though.
should normalize wigs for men, too, honestly. They should normalize it.
Well, if you got a good toupee, nobody even notices. Right? But if you have a bad toupee, everybody notices. And then, like with Donald Trump, everybody thought he had a toupee, but it was just
it's
his
combed
style
over from the back of his head.
Well, if you look at, he like messed it all up on Jimmy Fallon, and it's really like he's got hair up in the front. He's not bald. It's like he did it on Jimmy Fallon. He messed his hair up on purpose, and it was not like bad. It wasn't good hair.
It's a comb over,
but it's a weird style choice. It's like it was. He had all his hair there. Like he has to be able to do better than that, I thought. But no, he likes it like that. Unless he got hair plugs and it was like...
Isn't it just so weird not hearing from Trump, and now he's been banned from social media, and we're just... After just hearing from him so much...
Yeah, I'm so tired
often,
of him.
It just not to hear about him at all. It's just, wow, like, what is he... like, I don't know. Like, I want to say that I'm not curious, but I am. I'm like, what is he doing now? What's going on?
A few Republicans have gone down to meet with him recently. A few senators, even one that blamed him for the riot, but then like later kind of went back on it and went down there to kiss the ring of Trump. So, yeah.
He's in Florida. He's probably getting some lap dances. Everything's open in Florida.
Do you think him and Melania are going to divorce?
Maybe.
Did you hear about Kim and Kanye? I think that they're going to divorce.
They're splitting, right?
Yeah.
They said they're going to divorce.
And, they're filming the last season of The Kardashians. Well, actually, they finished filming now, and it debuts here in like a month. It's the final season. It's very emotional.
Never trust pork sliders sold by a Republican House candidate.
Well, this one supports QAnon.
Gave customers diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren Boebert's pork sliders allegedly poisoned dozens at a local rodeo, sending some home with bloody diarrhea.
Now I'm just thinking of Trumpers having like diarrhea and bloody diarrhea.
Yeah, those
MAGA, like in their mobile homes.
MAGA red hats and MAGA red shats. Lauren, what was it say up there, Benjamin?
Oh, shit.
Lauren Boebert, supporter of the QAnon deep state conspiracy theory movement and newly minted Colorado Republican congressional candidate, has put her restaurant front and center in her campaign. Shooter's Grill, which Boebert co-owns with her husband in Rifle, Colorado, has a shtick. Waitstaff are required to wear holstered and loaded guns.
What?
As they serve customers.
Shooter's Grill. You'd think there'd be some kind of law against that.
Shooter's Grill?
Yeah, Shooter's Grill where the waitstaff are walking around with holstered, loaded guns.
Like, what's keeping somebody from eating there from just, like, snatching the gun and playing with it? Like,
I don't think there should be loaded guns being worn by just anyone.
That's their right.
I mean, there are limits to it.
If it says for years they were not required to take training courses, so they're just like getting some young teenager looking
It's
for
Hooters with loaded weapons.
It's Hooters with
apparently.
shooters.
Yeah.
I'm
Would
down
they
for
have
that.
like a lot of business?
I would hope.
Well, apparently they're giving people violent cases of diarrhea.
I like this quote here from Beaubert. It keeps that feeling of the old West alive. Okay.
Knowing you could be shot at any moment.
Okay.
You better tip them well.
Beaubert told local TV news station Fox 31 in 2019, the customers have their jokes with the waitresses. If I don't tip, are you going to hurt me?
See?
Haha. But 3 years ago, Beaubert's food apparently posed a greater risk to customers than untrained staff after her pork sliders allegedly poisoned dozens of people at a local rodeo, making them nauseous and sending some home with bloody diarrhea. That's 3 years old. Like, this info is super old. I'm not mad at bloody diarrhea every once in a while. It happens.
Does it just happen?
It happens. You never look down into the toilet and be like, man, my insides hate me.
I mean, I don't know if I can say it's never happened, but you're saying it happens, meaning like it's a normal occurrence.
Well, if this was a singular occurrence, they had a bad batch of something, ripped out everybody's insides. The sliders had a slider in, slider out rule.
Okay.
A little extra sauce, pretty gross, but
Have you guys ever had, you know how the sugar-free like candy will give you like basically like black shits, like just straight up like tar almost.
It's bad.
It's insane.
Have you read the reviews on Amazon for sugar-free gummy bears? They're some of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, I haven't.
It is hilarious. It is absolutely. I cried laughing. They might have taken some of them down because they were so like hilarious.
I drank a 2-liter of this stuff of like this soft drink that's red, and then later on I took a shit, and when I looked down, the water was like crimson red, and I thought I was bleeding out the ass, but it turned out to just be like the dye from this red drink.
Oh yeah, I've had that before.
It's
like, how does that happen?
It's something that Faygo makes. It's called
Ohana?
Ohana Punch. It's basically Hawaiian Punch,
Yeah.
but it's Faygo's version of it.
Yeah.
And I actually went to the ER because I thought there was like something seriously wrong with me.
Did it come out like wet or was it like diarrhea? Or
Yeah.
That's because soda shouldn't make your squirts like that. Like that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, that's
I remember doing a magic trick.
just during your juggalo phase.
No, that's like locally that shit was made in the area I lived in, and that was just really cheap stuff. That's like the stuff you can buy. You know, Faygo was like shit my mom used to buy because it was cheap when I was a kid.
Faygo actually coined the term pop for people. Who call
I
pop
thought that
pop.
just came from soda pop.
That's Faygo who started pop. Yeah.
What about the term soda pop?
Well, I think people attributed soda and pop together, and they became soda pop because some people call it soda because of soda water.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I had a magic trick one time that I didn't realize was happening on my body, but I drank a purple Slurpee. It was like a big purple Slurpee. And then shortly afterwards, I had forest green, like lush forest green turds. And it was. I don't know why the purple turned it green. I thought I was dying, but it was just like the dye somehow left like all the blue like digested and all the green or whatever made it purple. I don't know, man. It turned it green. It scared the hell out of me. But it wasn't like runny or anything. It was just like lush mountains.
What, you know how there's like a stool system, and it's like the guy who made it is actually the name of it.
Yes, which
he
is
named
terrible.
it after himself.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, what is it called?
Let me see.
Somebody will know.
The Dewey Decimal System?
Yeah, it's something like that.
The stool decimal. Let's say stool.
The Stewie Decimate System? When you decimate a toilet?
The Derby bar? Or no, what is it? No, that's a bar stool. Stool system? Stool rank classifications?
Bristol stool
Bristol that's
chart.
It.
Yeah, that's it.
The Bristol stool chart.
Yeah. The like type 1 is like rabbit turds essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it go up to?
7. 7 is like pure liquid.
Oh no.
Here it is.
Ah. Ah. These look like candies. So type 1 is separate.
Type 2 is a baby Ruth.
Yeah, lumpy and sausage-like is the type 2. Type 3 is a sausage shape with cracks in the surface. Type 4 is like a smooth, soft sausage or snake. I'm a type 4 guy usually.
See, this is something that, like, it's not TOS because it's like a cartoon drawing.
Yeah, this is real.
You know, I would not scroll down.
Do not scroll down.
Yeah.
Type 5 is soft blobs with clear-cut edges.
No.
7 is like a dab. Yeah, 7 is like a...
Yeah.
It's some shatter.
Some splatter.
Yeah.
It's so nasty. It's so nasty. But... yeah, I'm glad to know that I'm usually normal.
If I drink red wine, I'll have like purple shit the next day. Yeah, it's really weird.
When I was younger, I thought about like going after foods that turn my poo different colors and making like a finger paint mural. Yeah. Like just getting like a color that I wanted, making it out of my body.
That's probably been done though.
Yeah, well, when I was young, I thought I was onto everything. I was always getting these cool ideas, and I never did them.
You used to do that?
Yeah, I guess I still do that.
Yeah, you still
I
do
come
that.
up with really cool ideas, and I never do them. But then I do some of my cool ideas, so it's just I'm an idea factory is all. That's all. I just have so many ideas. You can't possibly do them all.
You should make some inventions.
I invented the one-hand clapping. I wonder who did invent that.
I don't know.
You can't really invent things like that.
Yeah, bodily functions are not really...
Who invented armpit farts? Like, who was the first person to make an armpit fart?
Someone did do that.
Someone was like, I'm just gonna... What? How did my arm made a fart? Like, that had to have happened, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of type 4s in the chat. I'm proud of you all. Type 4s on the Bristol scale.
Yeah, type 4 is perfectly...
Is that what
healthy.
you want?
Yeah.
I feel like... What do you want?
I don't know. I'm like, would you want like type 1? Would you want like a nice solid... No.
I don't want the
4,
rabbits.
4 is like constipation, and it like drops out of you like little pieces, like you don't even get
4 or 1.
Or I'm sorry, 7 or 1. Yeah, it's 1.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, 1 like drops out. Like that's like constipation poop. Like you worked for that. You worked for those like 5 little pieces. You know.
I hate that.
3 and 4, you just push a little, it slides right out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Yeah. Let's watch something interesting. I'm gonna pull up my little intro for it. Here it goes.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
All right. Here's we watch this guy. His name's Kevin Joseph King. He makes a lot of videos. This is his 253rd video. It's
a baby doll eviler.
Cakes.
I'm gonna say this, sir. See, look at the doll, y'all. See, look at the doll. The doll is evil. Ha 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 ha.
Where'd he get an evil
doll
baby
is evil.
doll?
Oh my god, it's possessed. It's a conduit.
I'm gonna get some.
He better not mess around with evil dolls, dude. I don't want
Where
to
did
get
he
haunted.
get that Ninja Turtle at?
he puts it in chokeholds all the time.
He fights with it. Oh, he made the evil doll.
He's got like 10 calendars on his wall.
I didn't know he was an artist.
I said that one was fast for you.
He's got like 10 different calendars. And like at the end of last year, he made a video of him like ripping them all up.
So painting the baby doll eviler lips.
Yeah.
Eviler lips. Okay, so he made the baby doll evil. Oh my god, is she going to become a juggalo?
Yes.
Are we going to bottle feed her Faygo? Y'all see right here this evil baby doll, y'all see?
That's how I'm doing this, y'all. Y'all see it?
This is baby too dope.
He needs a tripod.
I don't know. I like
That's how they did her eyebrows, y'all. That's it. So behind me.
Don't draw on the
No!
turtle. No, that's your papa. Don't make him
He
evil.
already ripped off its arm and beat him with it.
Oh my god, what are you doing? You're ruining the turtle.
I'm swimming at the turtle, y'all.
Those are like
he can
three.
wipe it off, I bet.
I hope
right?
so.
With alcohol.
These are like $300.
He always leaves messages on our YouTube videos thanking us for watching his videos. He's very happy.
So I got him, y'all.
He's eviler.
He's a very nice guy. He's very nice.
He just made Michelangelo so much eviler.
He made a bunch of videos.
Look, y'all, I painted the turtle eyes with black.
I saw that,
I
yeah.
painted the turtle eyes black with my marker, my black marker.
Yeah.
See, y'all see it? I
He,
painted his eyes.
he used to choke the shit out of that turtle, and then he ripped off its arm and beat him with it. That's why its arm is kind of crooked.
Oh, wow.
That Ninja Turtle is worth like, well, in one piece, unbroken, unwritten on. I tried to buy one. It was $340.
Oh, no.
The teeth are getting blacked out
So,
too?
y'all, so
No.
He has cavities.
Oh no, Michelangelo, you got tooth decay.
see how I'm doing this, y'all?
How long do you think till his walls are covered in scribbles?
See, look at him.
He won't have.
Look at him.
He won't do that because you know, he doesn't. He'd have to take down his calendars to scribble on his
Well,
walls.
there's other areas. You don't think he'll have like a beautiful mind? Like he'll write out like a crazy equation on the wall that nobody's ever solved before?
He probably just put the idea in his head, so.
I know. We're about to solve COVID on his wall. He's going to write the equation for the cure.
You think so?
I think so. I would bet. I would do a bet. Ah. The wireless headset.
Yeah.
How long does
freaking
yours
battery.
last?
I just got this one, and I don't know if I haven't charged it
So
fully
good,
yet, but
though.
it seems like it's not even lasting that long. It's a
Look at the evil
Corsair.
turtle and the evil
Yeah.
baby doll eviler.
I don't know. I feel like I have it set up wrong
See?
somehow.
I see what I did to the
I got
turtle.
one from Arctis. I've never had it run out.
See, look, he's not the good turtle anymore. He the evil turtle. I see it.
Oh, what are you gonna do to the evil
I made my
turtle?
top out of loose time. Touch it.
Like
I
this,
see it.
this pin's not gonna stop here.
I see it.
I see it. I feel like
Do you
his
think he's
wall-
going to go on the walls today?
I don't know about today. I think it
Do you
might
think
take
he's
him.
going to go to the walls soon?
I do think it's
In this
soon.
video.
I feel like we're gonna get like a little bit of writing on the wall at first, and then before long, it's gonna be covered in like hieroglyphics and stuff.
If you
Ancient-
wrote something on the wall, what would you write right now?
I would probably write sweet boy, because I think KJK is a sweet boy. I appreciate that about him.
He is.
He's a sweet boy. I'd just write Sweet Boy. I'd tag it up really cool. Like I'd have the S in Sweet Boy look like a dollar sign, and the O would be a donut. The Y would have like an extra crazy like dippy do at the bottom. I'd make it super artistic with a little dippy do. What would you write, Casey?
Honestly, I feel like I would just write penis.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that's a lot of people's first instinct to write.
Yeah.
This guy sang a song about us in one of his videos, and then some guy randomly remixed it and actually put it to music. It's pretty great.
See y'all. My last name is King. My middle name is Joseph. My first name is Kevin. I did the Police Car Choco, y'all. See right here is Ben. This guy is Billy the Fridge. Billy and Ben. Y'all see it? Billy the Fridge, he lost weight. He was a big old balloon. Y'all see it? Billy the Fridge, he lost weight. Y'all see it? 400 pounds. 400 big old balloon. Fat guy. Big old fat, ugly, blump. Sorry. I didn't mean to say ugly.
He called him ugly, but then apologized.
Eat and eat and eat and eat, 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 eat. Like a big old blunt fat balloon. Blunt fat balloon. Blunt fat balloon. Billy the Frizz. Blunt fat balloon. Blunt fat balloon. Blunt fat balloon. Fat guy. See? Fat, 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 fat. Billy the Frizz. 400 pounds. Y'all say it again. Big old, fat, ugly, plump. This is Ben. I just saw y'all his other friend. See, look at the long girly hair. He ain't Ben. He got the girly hair. Girly hair. He got the girly hair. Girly hair. He got the girly hair. Girly hair. Y'all say it again.
It's great. He's wonderful.
We listen to that every once in a while.
Yeah.
When Ben gets high and blows weed in my face.
No, it was like you were performing and I was a smoke machine.
No, I don't like it. You're going to give me contact high.
Ben.
All it does is give me the munchies, man.
That's what you got.
I don't need the munchies in my life.
I don't know if you've ever heard this, but at the Planet Fitness chain of gyms, they have this alarm. It's called the Lunk Alarm, and it's for like...
Oh, yeah. I've set it off before.
Yeah, it's for like people who drop weights hard on the ground. Because like people who deadlift, a lot of times they'll drop it when they're done. I saw this and thought it was funny.
All right, guys, I'm at Planet Fitness. Watch how ridiculous this is.
Embarrassed.
Really?
He dropped a pen on the floor.
Okay, so it's like built into the floor?
Yeah, they don't want people to slam the weights on the floor, so they have like a weird sensor.
Weird.
Yeah.
I heard they do like Pizza Tuesdays there.
Yeah, but they're not feeding you more than a slice or two.
Yeah, but you go to
they have free pizza on Tuesdays. Well, probably not now because of Rona.
Yeah, a lot of them are. There are no open gyms around here right now. You know, we're moving to phase 2.
Oh, it's still open here.
Phase 2?
Yeah, a lot of shit's been closed here. They're reopening parts of our state, and surprisingly enough, it's like the larger metropolitan areas that are reopening.
Big old fat
So
balloon.
like King and Sonoma and Pierce County are all reopening.
Big old fat balloon. Yeah, that'll be nice to go out again.
Yeah, with
and
25% restaurant capacity.
That's all I need. That's all I need. I want to go back to the Ascend Steakhouse.
That place is amazing.
I want to spend $100 on a steak.
But I'm glad they had it closed as long as they did, because we're like among one of the lowest states for COVID numbers, so that's good. And people, you know what though? They keep finding that like a fridge will break at a hospital, so they make an announcement like, "Come get your vaccines," and people line up like all night, like 11. Like one of the Swedish medical centers last night had like. They made an announcement that they had a bunch of vaccines to give away. Otherwise, they would have went to waste.
Yeah, they put you on a waiting list, right? So if anything opens up, they call the people on the list first.
Well, this was like I don't even think they did this for this. They just like told people to come. I think like Swedish hospital.
If I worked at the hospital, I would have a group of people that like paid me money to sneak vaccines, and then I would destroy the refrigerator. And I would tell them to get here right now because we're going to give them away. And they'd have this tip, and they'd all pay me like big money ahead of time to get the vaccine first.
This sounds like something you could end up in prison for quite a lot of time.
I think so, yeah, but that's what I would do.
That's what you would do?
Yeah, because that's the, like, if I was evil, that would be my mind state.
Okay, well, now
know?
the story's changing a little bit.
Because like
if
I
were
said,
evil,
I'm saying, I have these ideas.
No, I don't think often of things that I would do if I were evil. So that's very interesting and very telling.
Yeah, I can think of all the stuff I could do if I were evil.
I'm not usually walking around planning evil genius ideas.
Here it is.
Oh, I am all the time.
Yeah, see, a freezer failed. So they had to give out 1,600 doses of it overnight. The announcement was made at 11, and by 3 a.m. this morning, they were out of them.
They're all stretched around the damn park here.
See, like here, they probably would be like, "Damn, we can't get rid of them," because people here are just like, "I ain't taking that."
Oh my God, yeah.
Like a lot of those here, but I feel like they're everywhere. But it's just gotten so bad.
Seriously, I see almost everybody, at least around in this general area. Most people wear masks here. I don't normally see the crazies who are just refusing to do it. If I do, it's like a homeless person or something usually, which we have a lot of, like in the Seattle area. So I'll see them, but most like normal people, they're just like, I don't see a lot of resistance up here.
Oh, yeah. I actually have a story about one. I was in an Aldi. And there was this woman in there not fucking wearing a mask. And I went and I told the manager, I was like, she's not wearing a mask. And they took one to her and she denied it. And they told me that they were like, well, she didn't want to take the mask and they can do that here. So I went up to her and she, because she said it was for a medical reason. And I was like, I just yelled across Aldi. I said, clinical narcissism isn't a medical reason.
Yeah.
That was my moment. It had me so pissed off. Yeah. I was because there's so many old people who shop at Aldi. Yeah. And here just this woman is, it's like, get the fuck over yourself.
Yeah, mental illness isn't a medical reason to not wear a mask.
I was at the Winco. I was at the Winco, which is like probably an Aldi's like that. And there was a gentleman there, big old fat, like 40-something-year-old, like dad-looking dude that probably didn't have kids. He chose to just be a piece of shit instead. He was in line
because Pierce County is holding a walk-up vaccination campaign. It's one of the few where you don't actually.
He had a dog tag on that said he didn't have I don't have to wear a mask, but it was like an official it was official tag that was hanging off his neck, and I'm like. That was more embarrassing than having a little face covering.
That he went and had that made?
Yeah, you got a little laminated placard saying, I don't have... And then he got in an argument with one of the women at the register, and he was like, you're a sheep. Like, he just got totally started going in on her. I'm like, my dude, like, it's the easiest thing to put a little mask over your face. Like, it's so simple. I'm
like
big
that
fat
person who used to work retail, so whenever I hear somebody being rude with retail workers, I'm the person who will step in and be like, you're a piece of shit, say what they can't say.
Yeah.
Like, I hate people that are mean to retail workers.
That's good gal Casey.
Like, I don't even care if they fuck your shit up, it's just like, people fuck up,
Yeah.
Like, no need to be rude to people.
I was getting a mod pizza recently, and the guy making my pizza, I used to go in there a lot before, and I hadn't been in there for a while, and he memorized my order, and he comes in to start doing my pizza. He just starts throwing pineapple on it, And I'm like, oh, no pineapple. He's like, what? Because he thought he knew my order. I never get pineapple. But he just, for some reason, I got pineapple. And he felt so bad. He's like, hey, it's free. It's free. It's free. I was like, no, it's cool. It's no big deal. He's no, I'm not going to charge you. I ruined your pizza. And I was like, no, it's cool, man. And so I like tipped him like basically what the pizza would cost. Like, here, here's the money. Here's the money. And I felt bad for him, but I'm always trying to be nice to people in the service industry because of people who are assholes. I'm like trying to be extra nice. I try and be a sweet boy.
Didn't you make some woman in the service industry cry?
Yeah.
Let's hear about that story.
Okay, so I was at a
let's hear it.
I was at a Olive Garden in Canada. It was Vancouver, BC.
He was an ambassador sent from our country to represent us in a foreign land, and this is how he behaves.
And we showed up. Big table full of wrestlers. We just got done wrestling, so we're all hungry. We all order the never-ending pasta bowl. We pay for
Olive Garden.
At Olive Garden, never-ending pasta bowl. We pay for the sausage and meatball accompaniments extra. Tag it on extra. She comes out with our first round of bowls. We're like, hey, we're going to get this as our next round. And she's like, oh. She's like, the kitchen's closed now. And I mean, we had just ordered, this is our first bowl on Never Ending Pasta Bowl. And I said, you fucking, I said the C word. But I was taken.
This is why I'm always nice to people in the service industry,
yes, this was 15 years ago. And I was so taken aback from Never Ending Pasta Bowl.
I'm such a good guy.
Literally having
people in the service
what?
industry.
We make mistakes, but she made a mistake first, and then I found out it was her first day.
I've seen him assault
It was her first
people.
day.
It was her first day working, and she was crying, and I felt so bad. But like my immediate reaction was to be like I don't know if I said like called her it, but I was like, fucking, and I was so mad that my very first pasta bowl was the only pasta bowl. It was an ending pasta bowl when I ordered Never Ending Pasta Bowl with extra accoutrements. I was so furious. And then I apologized and I tipped her a whole bunch, and she still cried. And I was like, well, you can't unfuck the dog. That means you should never fuck your dog because you can't unfuck the dog, right? I should have never did that to her.
Yeah,
but I can't undo it, right?
The dog.
Yeah, well, it's a metaphor. You should never do these things, but once they're done, what are you going to do about it? You can't undo it. So you just got to continue living your life. Learn from it. Be better.
Be better.
Be better.
And since then, Billy has been banned from Canada for all eternity.
I do miss Canada. People in Canada are so nice.
They are.
They're all very sweet. I love Canadians. They're some of my favorite people in the world. Of course, I've only ever been to America and Canada, so I don't have maybe I would love Italians. Maybe Italians are my favorite people in the world.
Yeah. Italy's cool. It's a fun place to visit.
Anyways, I would totally try not to say that again if that happened to me again. But you never know when your heart's set on Never Ending Pasta Bowl, dude. You never know.
Man, I want a Never Ending Pasta Bowl.
Right? I was ready to carb load. I had the sausage accompaniment for Never Ending Sausages. I was just eating sausages and pasta.
Here's a video that
this right here was my favorite whenever
play.
I was growing up.
This is a Billy selection. He sent this to me.
Wow, SpaghettiOs and
SpaghettiOs is
I wanted to get Casey's opinion
honestly,
on
I
this.
can see how that would sound. That sounds kind of good.
I feel like you could make something similar to this, and I wanted to get your opinion on how you would improve upon it. How you may improve upon it.
Oh man,
I don't know. Like imagine if you did like a meatball, like a meatball and spaghetti. Like you could do make a sausage and cut it into slices and then layer it in the pie crust and put marinara and some cheeses on top of it.
Yeah.
And just make a spaghetti pie.
Yeah. I think
honestly, that sounds kind of good though.
I would want to do probably the raviolis, the overstuffed raviolis. I would choose that over spaghetti. I like the raviolis as far as
I would
canned.
make spaghetti.
Yeah, making
meatballs.
Do you do anything special with your spaghetti when you make spaghetti? Are you a sauce and
No,
meatball? Or?
I don't think I do anything special. Just the norm. An egg, some Parmesan cheese.
An egg?
You don't put an egg in your meat whenever you make meatballs? I do a mix of hamburger and sausage.
Okay.
Breadcrumbs. I feel like some people maybe even put a little bit of ketchup in there or something.
You know what? Instead of using breadcrumbs, use crushed up Cheez-It crackers.
Oh, Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
On keto, I saw people will crush up pork rinds and use them in their meatballs.
Yeah. Or the crisps, like the wisps thing. That's like the crisp cheese
crisp
chips.
Cheese, yeah.
Yeah, those two.
Will those work in that?
Yeah.
Huh.
For like meatballs instead of breadcrumbs? Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I don't know. I don't usually make meatballs. So like when I was raised, my dad would make this certain type of spaghetti where he would get like Italian sausages and he would get a hamburger and he'd put the hamburger in just as a meat sauce. And then he'd put like onion and green pepper and black olives and stuff. And so it'd be like this big Italian sauce base.
I'm so hungry now.
Oops. But that's what I grew up eating for spaghetti, so I liked it. I would
eat a spaghetti pie.
Yeah. Like so.
I love like pie crust. It's so good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I wish there was a keto pie crust. Well, I gotta make some out of almond flour. I don't know.
Yeah, almond flour.
But there's no keto SpaghettiOs though. I'd be screwed there.
Scrape that out of there.
Really
want to.
Did you see that they have a keto bowl at Chipotle now?
Put the meatballs.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they all go to one side. You want to.
I got a keto salad right now from Chipotle sitting in the fridge.
Just get them nice.
Oh yeah, that honestly sounds good.
And then you want to take your Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its.
Okay, he's doing Cheez-Its.
Big
so he knows.
Whenever you do this,
he knows Ben. Him and Ben are on the same life.
I've had meatloaf made out of Cheez-It crackers, and it was really good.
Yeah,
a generous amount because they're gonna get a little soggy.
I've had meatloaf with a heavy amount of mushroom to replace the breadcrumbs.
Getting them in there.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
Stir it up.
So this guy's stirring up the Cheez-Its.
Gives it that good cheese flavor. Gives it a crunch too. So
this is so fucking disgusing.
Look at all that butter. What is
I
he
know.
gonna do with all that butter?
I want to see where that butter goes.
Injected into his veins.
Butter is a big must. Like
butter.
If you're gonna do this,
butter is a big must. Okay, I'll tell you what.
All right. Take the butter.
Papa, what are you doing with this butter?
Bread.
Oh, look at the
He has it really softened. Wow.
He's making butter fillets over here.
Get that in there.
Look how much butter he's using.
Yeah.
What brand of bread is that?
It looks like Wonder Bread or something.
It's a little wider than Wonder Bread. I bet you it's like an old country white. Wonder Bread. White. Yeah, Wonder Bread doesn't have the divot in the middle.
Oh, you're such an expert.
You know me.
He's smashing it.
Yeah,
is he gonna put that across the top of the pie?
I think I love this. Yes,
it's really good.
The roll method.
I gotta go throw up.
My guy with the roll method. I am loving
using his arm as a rolling pin.
Yes, I'm so proud of him. That was the best thing I've ever seen.
You want to cut the
Come on,
crust
Papa.
off?
He's cutting the crust
kids
off.
Don't like crust. That's the thing that kids don't like. They don't really like crust. So you really want.
He's making this for his family.
I think so. Yeah, he's a family man.
All the way off of there, real nice and easy like that.
Okay.
We're gonna add another can of SpaghettiOs. Forgot all about that can.
Forgot all about that can.
We don't want to mess up, man. This is going to
How could you mess up perfection?
Really good.
This is God's meal.
All over top of that pie. You want to get it nice and layered on there really, really good. I know it
He's
sounds a little
layering
nasty,
it.
but you really
What is
want
this?
to put a little bit of brown sugar. Just
Brown sugar?
You want to have a little
Brown
sweet
sugar,
with the
babe.
sauce, a
That
little bit of
was
sweetness.
nice to cut the salty
Put that brown
out.
sugar
Yes.
all over that.
I would have put it under the bread, but I
Much.
guess.
Just
Oh my!
put
He
it
said
right there.
not
You
too
wanna
much,
rub
and
that
there's
in real
layers
nice
of this
and
stuff on
easy.
there. Okay.
A little bit of milk on there.
So this is
soften
that.
up that
What?
bread.
No.
Freaking scrump.
A scrump.
This is so good. Dude.
This is okay. What?
Great that is.
That's not pie. He's using a pie tray as a bowl for SpaghettiOs.
That's why I'm sweet. Just like my grandma used to make this stuff.
Your grandma did not make SpaghettiO pie. He is trolling. That is.
Do you think this is a lie?
I think so.
Yeah,
do you think
this
you could,
is a lie.
Do you think you could make a better SpaghettiO pie, or would you do straight spaghetti pie?
I would do like spaghetti.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really do much besides just like I would do like almost like a layer of like, like maybe I'd make meatballs and I'd slice them up and do like a layer of that, and then like some Parmesan, some marinara, and then maybe like some lasagna noodles across the top or something.
Yeah.
And like some cheese, just something like that.
I feel like I would want to add a whole lot more cheese so that the inside of the pie was more consistent, because it really just looked like SpaghettiOs. He's just eating SpaghettiOs out in the middle of a pie.
Yeah, I would do it totally different. Like I wouldn't do SpaghettiOs.
I would try and do like a lattice on the top with the bread. I'd be a little more careful with it. Maybe I would get actual breadsticks from Olive Garden and try and slice them down the middle. I don't know.
I had this dessert recently, and it was like a brownie with a sugar cookie underneath it, like a really thin one, wrapped in a phyllo dough, and then baked in the phyllo dough. So then it was like a melted brownie with like a cookie and like phyllo dough and like a scoop of vanilla ice cream. It was so good.
Was that at a restaurant, or did somebody create this?
Yeah.
It
was at a restaurant. It was so good.
That's a delicious treat. What do you usually use phyllo dough for? Do you cook? Is that what you put around the beef Wellington, or what do you put around?
Yeah, you put phyllo dough around the beef Wellington. It's like just this dough that's like very flaky.
Yeah, so that's like a brookie Wellington, a brownie cookie Wellington,
a brookie Wellington,
a brookie Wellington. Yeah,
it's so good.
Casey had a brookie Wellington, and I'm super jealous.
Interesting.
It was a brownie with a sugar cookie underneath, wrapped in a phyllo dough and baked, and then with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was so good.
Have you ever had Bananas Foster?
I feel like I have.
It's like they take these bananas and they cook them in a pan with this liqueur, and they light it on fire, and the flames shoot up really high.
Yeah.
And then they pour it on the ice cream.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, I haven't had that in a while. I'd like to.
Yeah, I broke down and I went to like a nicer restaurant just like this week, Yeah. And I went on a day that it was like really not busy, so there weren't a lot of people there and their capacity is down anyway. But I just was like, fuck, I just want to have like a really good meal. So I went and I had like I went all out, and I was so high. I smoked a blunt in the parking lot, and I went in. I was like on cloud 9. I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, everything here is
I had
closed.
like this salmon dip. Oh, all the restaurants are closed. Yeah, they still have restaurants like open for dine-in here.
Yeah.
I felt so bad going in for dine-in, but it just hits different, than getting to go.
Oh, absolutely.
It hits different.
Especially for a nice place. If it's a nice restaurant, yeah, you want to
right?
dine in.
Yeah.
Well, I figure that when the restaurants are open, you should go and support the restaurants that you like. You should order takeout from the ones you like when they're not. But like to go into a restaurant and sit and try and fill up that 25% capacity for them, I think that's a good thing. Tip them big. I feel like that's part of your duty as a survivalist in the COVID economy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been tipping good. Like whenever I get DoorDash and stuff, I would just feel so bad not.
Yeah, I mean, it's putting a lot of people to work in kind of a weird sudden demand for something that, you know.
Yeah.
I bet there was a whole bunch of new people that had never ordered food in that way before that started doing it too. So
Definitely.
yeah. Let's. Oh yeah, you. Oh shit! I don't want to watch that. Let's do.
Oh.
Watch this. I don't know how this started.
Almost. Keep going, keep going. You got it, you got it. Keep going, keep going. There we go.
You get beheaded? That was his hat flew off, right?
His hat flew off, but it looked like his window broke too.
Keep going, keep going. You got it, you got it. Keep going, keep going. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, his airbag went off. That's what that was.
Yep.
And it blew his hat off of him.
There we go.
That's like when the pin dropped at the Planet Fitness. But this is a little more than a pin drop. Airbags are the lunk alert for automobiles, I think.
Yeah, we don't have lunk alarms here. We need one.
I got in trouble at the YMCA with Onision and Joe.
Onision was hanging out at the YMCA?
Yeah, we went there to do some weightlifting. And I was like, they don't have a lunk alert, but they were coming into, they were, you better stop dropping those damn weights. And Joe didn't stop dropping them. Him and I were both lunky. Our friend Eugene was there, and he was he was super professional. And he was like, you guys need to stop dropping the weights. And me and Joe were like, we're lunks. And we dropped them. It was very bad.
Thank you, Justin, for pledging $7 on Patreon. We don't have a $7 level, so I'm not sure which level you joined, but I appreciate the $7. That's great.
Yeah, now I'm worried about the $7 level. Like, what is this? What is this?
So, so in the chat said you were molested by Onision.
I don't want to talk about it.
He actually was.
I don't want to talk about it.
And then he does his nervous tick where he beatboxes because
to fill dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. It's all I do it for. I'm trying to keep the grease on the wheels.
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Grease the wheels.
Just trying to keep the grease on the wheels, Benjamin.
Wheels.
We here at Drunken Peasants, we do not like dead air. We do like dead memes. We play them all the time because we're boomers.
Yeah.
We're boomers.
Give me a dead meme to play.
Oh,
I have this police impersonator that gets pulled over and given a ticket. But he's like, you don't know what department I work for. It's really dumb.
I like that.
Let's see.
No courtesy? You can't exercise the courtesy for me?
Courtesy.
I understand. I've written 1,000 tickets myself.
Are you with somebody?
He's written 1,000 tickets himself. So this guy ran the little stop sign that the school bus puts out. He ran one of those.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Why would I exchange that information?
You on the job somewhere?
I can't tell you, sir.
Okay.
I can't tell you.
But you riding with your blue hat on.
I got my hat on.
But if you don't want anybody to know who you are, I wouldn't wear the hat.
We don't have to watch the whole thing. It's a really long video, but yeah, he's unless you want to.
He's wearing the cop hat.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've written 1,000 tickets myself.
But he's like, oh, so who are you working for? He's like, oh, I don't have to tell you that.
Cringe-worthy police impersonator.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird
Good afternoon, Corporal Lowe, Doraville PD. Just need to see your driver's license, please.
All right. What are you stopping me for?
You didn't see the school bus stopped on the side of the road?
Didn't see it.
Another car beside you stopped.
No, sir, didn't see it. Not at all. Because I just passed a 41 that was down here, and I was focused on those officers.
So is that hat a cop hat?
I don't know. He said something about the hat. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an American flag hat that's blacked out, right?
Maybe.
I didn't know that was a cop thing.
About a quarter-mile back, boss was stopped.
Dude, we were so hungry. Casey went and got food. This guy's pulled in front of a Little Caesars. All I can see is Little Caesars,
I know.
dude.
I was just looking at the Little Caesars too. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I had to get food. I was so hungry.
It's good. We don't want to. We don't want you going without.
Oh shit! You made your goal.
No, not yet.
No, not quite.
Not yet.
Almost.
Wait. Oh, 62.9.
Yeah. We do
Oh
want to
shit! Why does it? Is it two different colors of yellow?
Yes,
it looks
it is.
filled in.
Duke Snuggles has got a
that's
year's
why
worth
I'm
of
like
Patreons.
confused.
Yeah. Whoa, Duke Snuggles hooking us up. Thank you. Thanks for becoming
a $10 patron for 1 year.
Yeah. Someone just bought a
Wow.
year's worth
Wow,
of
thank
it.
you.
Thank you. If anyone wants to throw us a couple bucks to help us meet our goal, we have a link for our Streamlabs in the description.
Streamlab link below. While
And-
we're sitting here staring at this Little Caesar sign, I will read.
Yeah,
some
go
of
ahead
the,
and do that. I'm getting
the
this off.
recent stream. Oh, I was hoping to stare at it.
No,
I want to look at it. Rat Lord Alcaraz said Billy is worse than Joe. I've seen him assault disenfranchised people. You've
Wow.
seen nothing.
Can't believe you did that.
Rat Lord Alcaraz, I can't read your fucking name. Says, love this jam. That was the Kevin and Joseph King song.
It's pretty great.
DJ Fixel said, eviler. Matthew Kreklau said,
Eviler.
you'll see. Reverend Klunsky said, Billy, my sexy vegetarian body has never produced a bloody diarrhea. What the fuck? I mean, you got to eat pork sliders, papa. Maybe you can get some jackfruit sliders. It can mimic the pork and put a little, I don't know, arsenic or something in there to make you do blood diarrhea. Don't actually do that. It's a joke. I don't know what would give you blood diarrhea. Don't do that. You don't want blood diarrhea. Continue not having it. Casey, is the food good? Talking about
She
the
lost
nasty
her
stuff.
headphones.
Yeah.
There.
And then I think that catches us up with the donos.
Okay. Yes, we have met this goal every week for like 2.5 years consistently. We have never not made the goal. Sometimes we have to stream a little overtime on Saturday to get it, but you know we do what we do. It's not unattainable at this point.
All I know is Casey and I are having a dinner party now.
All right.
What are you having your Chipotle?
Yes. I'm having my Chipotle
shit.
salad.
Wait, what is Ben gonna eat then?
I don't have anything to eat, unfortunately.
Ben has his weed.
Yeah, I'll eat my weed.
And some. Is there any kombucha left?
No, I think that's the last of it.
After this, I'm gonna smoke another blunt. Yeah, I'm gonna roll another blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, who did you get sponsored by? Like a blunt
Ganja
rep?
berry.
Yeah.
Ganja berry.
Okay.
It uses goji berries and it can hold 1.1 grams. Up to 1.1. 1.5? Oh my goodness.
That's insane. I need me some of those in my life. See the weed that I've been buying from like the distributor I've been buying from here. They give you these cool jars if you buy like a big amount.
Oh wow.
This was OG Chem. The branding is on point, you know. And then there was
OG Chem is a good strain too.
Yeah.
It's like one of the ones that won like of the year, strain of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the weed here is a lot better than what I used to have to buy in Ohio, and I would just have to like settle for whatever was around. That was always a pain. Like I didn't get to pick the strain I wanted. It was like whatever strain the guy I bought weed from happened to have.
Right. No, Like here, it's medically legal here, and I got my medical license, but it just became medically legal like last year.
Yeah.
No, the year before that. Like, and Corona started hitting whenever a lot of the shops were supposed to open, so a lot of the shops will just be like out.
Oh, they didn't have
There's
enough
like
supply.
only a few, and they'll just be like out. Yeah, they'll just run out, and there will be people like lined up out the door. It's crazy.
Wow, that is crazy. Oh man, there's so many weed stores just around here. Like I could not imagine them running out.
I pass a weed store to get to my weed store, my neighborhood weed store.
Yeah.
I pass one to get to the one I go to, which
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
they're both within walking distance.
Yeah.
If I walk a little further, there's a third one. There was one even closer that closed down before I even got to go to it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere. But they've had more time to open, so I'm sure, like, you know, when it does become recreational there, basically I'm sure the branding is totally different. Like, you'll probably have totally different distributors and producers and everything.
We make so much money in Washington State off weed.
The taxes.
Yeah.
They
should
tax it by
legalize
like they tax it by like 50%. Like 50% of what we pay is taxes, right? I'm pretty sure it's 50.
Better it goes to Washington State than the Taliban.
Right. Sure.
Does the Taliban even exist anymore? Like ISIS kind of took over. Is it the same thing or is it different?
That's different. It's different
Oh,
organizations.
you're right.
Yeah, there was Al Qaeda too. That was another one. Taliban was in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah.
Al Qaeda was like a network of Islamic terrorism. And what was the other one we mentioned?
ISIS.
Yeah, that was another thing. That was kind of like another like network.
I wonder what the new one's gonna be.
I don't know. You know what's so funny? I used to work for this company, and there was like this new product that I was going to support because I was doing tech support, and it was called the ISIS mobile wallet. And it was like a wallet. You know how you could do like Google Pay now, and there's like a wallet on your phone.
Yeah.
This was one of the first of its kind, but they called it the ISIS mobile wallet, and there was all this branding and everything, and then the ISIS terrorism shit started happening, and they changed the name of it. Yeah.
Damn.
Oops. Yeah. Some people, ISIS. I've known people that their first name was ISIS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some ISISes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
What if you just invested all of your money into like a jacket company and you named it ISIS and it was bomber jackets?
Yeah.
That'd be terribly unfortunate.
Because it's just it's from Egyptian mythology, so that's a normal name that could be used for something. It'd be like if Hermes suddenly meant like a terrorist organization.
Like beta males start a terrorist organization. They're Hermes.
Mm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Hermes.
The MGTOW rise up.
Be careful. You can't say the S word or the I word. No, you can say simp and incel, but you know how like you can't call people that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't call that's like in the new TOS. Basically.
I would never call somebody that under the new TOS.
Mm. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, now I just call people sexist.
You've always been ahead of the curve though, right? Like you debuted and everybody was so mad at you because you knew exactly what to say to rile people up. Like
yeah, true. Like I've always like kind of known the boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, besides my one coronavirus joke slip up.
But that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was a new thing.
You know.
Nobody really knew the severity
No,
of
and
it.
I always say that whenever I said it, it was like Boomer Remover was literally trending that same day on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I thought it was okay to joke about like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, these dogs.
That's all right.
I miss when the internet was full of rascals.
Yeah, they've been pushed out.
It's been de-rascalized, and I don't like that.
De-rascalized. What? Not even Baked Alaska? Going to prison? You didn't like that?
I like that for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's one of the guys that broke into the Capitol building.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an IRL streamer, and I kind of knew this was gonna happen to him. Like I've been watching him for a while, and
oh yeah, I think I heard about this.
Yeah, I mean he maced people when they didn't really deserve to be maced or anything. It was like security guards. He goes
would
and
provoke and then mace.
Yeah,
he was a little wimp thing to
Probably
do.
get off by being an FBI informant or something.
Probably. Speaking of FBI informants, do we have any news on that?
Yes, we do. This guy.
Proud Boys leader was government informant, records show. Oops. The leader of the Proud Boys, who was arrested in Washington shortly before the Capitol riot, do you think they swooped in because he was an informant and they arrested him so he wouldn't have to be there?
This is the first I had heard of this. I was not aware. Isn't this the guy that the Proud Boys always reference to prove they're not racist?
Yeah, Enrique Tarrio.
Yeah.
Who was arrested in Washington shortly before the Capitol riot, previously worked undercover and cooperated with investigators after he was accused of fraud in 2012 court documents show. Enrique Tarrio helped law enforcement in a variety of investigations nearly a decade ago by providing information and going undercover. The Proud Boys is a far-right, male chauvinist extremist group that seized on the Trump administration's policies and was a major agitator during earlier protests and the Capitol riot on January 6th. The Proud Boys have rallied against a deep state and worked to break down the current government system. And so the revelations of Tarrio as a federal informant came as quite a surprise. But I don't know. I feel like a Proud Boy would be like working with the feds.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're getting arrested and they're willing to make a deal, right?
I don't know. This was the leader. Was the Proud Boys just a federal agitator? Was it a deep state creation to rile up the base? Is that all this was?
No.
Oh. An email-seeking comment was not immediately returned from a lawyer representing Tarrio in his current case. In an interview with Reuters, Tarrio denied ever cooperating with authorities. Oh, he's going to deny it. After Tarrio's 2012 indictment, he helped the government prosecute more than a dozen other people. Oh, snitch. The federal prosecutor told the judge, according to the transcript, Tarrio's lawyer said he was the first defendant to cooperate in the case and was also involved in a variety of police undercover operations involving things like anabolic steroids and prescription
he was busting
narcotics.
his buddies that were doing steroids together.
His dumb toughy friends got busted. It says he was accused of vandalizing a Black Lives Matter banner at a historic black church during an earlier protest in the nation's capital. The banner was ripped from Asbury United Methodist Church property, torn, and set aflame in December. Naughty boy. Yeah, I don't know. What else can you say about this? What else can you say?
There's been 150 or more than 150 arrests in the Capitol siege.
I saw a tweet. Someone was like, who would have thought all these people at the Capitol siege would have had family members quick to turn them in? They're all getting turned in by their like sons and wives and daughters and cousins.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, I would. If I saw somebody like from my high school or some shit, I would so turn them in. I'd be like, yeah, this is like, oh my God.
Thanks for subscribing, everybody. We've got some new subscribers.
I feel like I wouldn't turn in like my dad, but my dad would never do something dumb like that. People would turn me in as a joke, I think. Like, I know there's like 8 people watching right now who would be quick to turn me in. So I can't do fun stuff.
Those
like
are the
raid
people
Capitol.
that like call the restaurants that you're IRL streaming at. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that happen to me. Like, they just find out where you are. They just know.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Like usually whenever I IRL stream, I'm like, oh, I know I gotta be fast. I'm like, if I can get in and out, then they can't catch me. It's almost like you're playing Catch Me If You Can or some shit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I just hang out in here for 15 minutes and I gotta go.
Yeah, I was at a bar drinking, and Captain Content was streaming in the same kind of area, but I was like, I'm not gonna go, because they kept trying to tell me to go look for Captain Content. I'm like, I'm not looking for him, and they told him where I was. He found out where they told him where I was, and I wasn't showing anything that should have. I don't know how they knew. It's really weird. Ben. Yeah, it's weird.
The internet always knows.
I went to a few restaurants and they called and said someone was waiting for me in the lobby and stuff. It was awful. Yeah.
Do we have any more news, or is this all the news we have?
Yeah. Well, no. I've got some videos.
More charges may be filed in connection with the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol after arresting more than 150 people for relatively minor offenses like trespassing and disorderly conduct. Law enforcement officials say they're weighing more serious charges under the rarely used federal sedition statute. That statute criminalizes any attempt by two or more people to overthrow the government, take control of its property, or disrupt the execution of U.S. laws.
By two or more? So if one guy walked in and did it on his own, they couldn't use this against him? But if he had one buddy to hold the door for him, he'd be done for?
The biggest story is the moment.
I think the charge would have been different.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably still would have. You probably still get charged, but just not for the same thing. Actually, not this one.
The president made me do it. Faced with federal charges and possible prison time, the once diehard supporters who stormed the Capitol are now.
And this is their best defense, so I'm not surprised they're saying it. They're just gonna be like, "Oh man, yeah, I was just manipulated by Trump."
Is Giuliani representing any of them?
I don't think so.
Blaming President Trump for their actions. In a statement released by his attorney, Garrett Miller wrote the following to explain his part in the riots. He said, I was in Washington, D.C. on January 6th, 2021, because I believed I was following the instructions of former President Trump, and he was my president and commander-in-chief. His statements also had me believing the election was stolen from him.
Are there a lot of people now that are waking up to the Stop the Steal not being real because of this? Like people who are inside the Capitol building realizing they made a terrible mistake?
I feel like there's no way they actually believe that they made a mistake. I feel like they still are just like, I don't know, maybe they're trying to get off on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
But I just think the level of delusion they have, there's no way that they're like actually cowering at that point. You know, they're just trying to get out of going to prison, right?
Yeah, I mean, any lawyer, even like a public defender, would be like, yeah, you should just say you believed what the president said.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they've turned against Trump at all, though. Honestly, I don't. They're in it way too far.
I tried the president made me do it defense back in 2016 during my grab him by the pussy case.
Oh.
And it did not work. It did not work.
Mm.
I got a red dot on my house now.
A red dot?
Yeah.
Is that from a laser sight?
That's what they do when you have to register your house.
Is it?
For being a bad person.
Is that true?
It's true.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I think you have a red dot. That was like the
Like a
story
sex
for some
offender
counties.
registry?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not actually a red dot. I'm not. That was a
I've
bad
never heard
joke,
of that
guys.
before.
It's a bad joke. But I heard you have to put a red dot, like some of the maps.
Analyst
You
Paul
open up a
Callan
map of the neighborhood, and the ones with the red
map?
dots on the map, they'll have red dots on the houses. Those are the naughty, bad, horrible stay-away houses.
I don't want to listen to this.
What is this guy?
Yeah, okay, let's see.
I
He
want
might.
to put a voice to that face.
Is he Mr. Magoo?
I think he's the guy from Roger Rabbit.
Joins me now.
Not
okay, so
just
explain
any
what kind
tune.
of defense this is and if it'll work, Paul.
Well, Brianna, it's kind of a desperation defense is what I would have to say. They're really saying, don't believe your lying eyes, because everything was depicted on videotape in terms of what these rioters and insurrectionists did at the Capitol that day. This particular lawyer is using the argument that Trump issued an order and his poorly educated, homeless client.
Trump said he loves the poorly educated. He actually said
They
that.
love him.
Yeah.
They love him.
It's a mutual thing.
Just follow the president's commands. Now, even if that were true, that would not be a defense to the criminal charges, because in a mob, a lot of times mobs follow the instructions of one criminal leading the mob. Now here, that criminal may in fact be the president. We'll have to see how this plays out. But it's not a valid defense if you follow somebody who's engaging in an illegal act. It's the just following orders defense, and it's never worked.
Yeah. They're fucked. Anyone involved in that is fucked. I couldn't believe it actually happened. I thought people had more sense than that. Like, I don't understand what they thought they would get out of it. It wasn't worth the views. Do you think Baked Alaska thinks it was worth it?
It was worth it to me.
Well, it was worth it to you because he went to jail.
Yeah. I will take a little insurrection on our country if that means Baked Alaska can't stream.
But do you think Baked Alaska regrets it now?
I hope so. You think he's like sitting in jail right now, pounding his chest like a go-go gorilla?
I feel like that they're just mad at the Democrats. They're like, it's those damn Democrats.
Yeah.
They got us into this.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I feel like they're like, now they're going to have us testify against our king. Those demons.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like they're honestly just like, fuck the Democrats. They're like, fucking Antifa.
Yeah, everyone's Antifa to them.
Yeah.
But then to all the other alt-right, they became
They probably
Antifa.
think George Soros is involved too. They're like, we're going up against Soros.
Soros is their boogeyman. He's just he's an old billionaire that is very left-wing, that does support left-wing causes, but they make it like he's like the leader of this deep, like they think he's one of the deep state leaders, basically.
Soros gave $60 million to Black Lives Matter.
And he's Jewish, and a lot of them don't like Jewish people. That's another thing. But they're trying to make Bill Gates the new Soros. Soros is old. He's not going to be around forever.
I heard one of the QAnon conspiracy theories is that some giant Jewish laser beam started the wildfires in California and shit. Or some really racist shit like that.
The congresswoman from Georgia said that shit.
Yes, her. She said that. Yes.
Yeah, the blonde woman.
She's actually elected. Yeah.
She's from some congressional district out in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of rednecks. I mean, that's what it is.
Didn't Von Helton blame the wildfires on Muslim lasers?
Something like that, yeah.
Islamic lasers? Or
Orbital lasers, apparently, according to them. You'd be able to see something like that with a telescope.
There's no way it could be global warming or anything like that. It has to be the lasers.
Or maybe it's because all the park funding that got pulled when Trump came in meant people couldn't go and do maintenance to these areas. So there's a lot of debris that created fuel for fires. A lot of people could say
and
that was it.
People will just be like, but that's California's fault. And it's like, but isn't like a national park like federal land?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's literally the Fed's responsibility.
Yeah.
But they would just be like, it's California's fault. They can't clean up their own national forests.
Exactly.
I hate these people.
And there was also a point in time where Trump allowed the government to shut down because he wouldn't get the funding for his wall, and all those federal, like national forests and stuff didn't get any maintenance or garbage collection or anything.
Yeah.
During those times.
Mm.
Yep.
We can pretty much blame everything on America on ourselves. But we will blame it on the Democrats and the Republicans.
We'll blame it on Biden.
Yeah, Biden now. I'm still saying thanks Obama all the time. Thanks Obama. Thanks Obama.
You're still in the Obama?
Yeah, there's still things he did. I'm like, thanks Obama. You put the kids in cages too, Obama.
Mm-hmm.
I hate laughing at kids in cages. I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing at the idea.
Well, Obama, he did the whole Flint water crisis too. He drank the water and said it was fine.
Yeah.
He didn't help Flint.
He lost 20 IQ points. Yeah, the Flint water thing was crazy. A lot of that had to do with the Republican governor of Michigan.
Yeah.
The idea that either party is really looking out for us is what I was laughing at. That was the joke. Not laughing at little kids in cages. Oh my God.
He's being that former governor's being prosecuted now, so he's fucked.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, they're gonna get him.
Yeah. Yeah, a city like that to not have drinkable water for like 10 years or whatever, that's just crazy.
Well, and there were like kids born with like a lot of different malformities and shit like that, right? Like development issues and stuff. They're gonna get him on that.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
We hope. They had so many other companies that, through negligence, made people very sick, and they never have to pay as much as they should. They always get away with some crazy fines, some lawsuits, and then business as usual.
He got a $100 fine.
God, that's what they'll do. They'll spend they'll pay like $400,000 on a fine to save $3 million dumping waste into public water systems, because it's a $400,000 fine, but they save $4 million by not distributing it the right way or getting rid of it the right way. It's business, and we end up eating shit for it, and we get sick, we get cancer, we get all sorts of crazy illnesses, and they make money. Good times. Casey, did you roll a whole new goji berry blast?
Oh no, I
ganja
need
berry?
to. I need to.
Are you gonna put a full 1.5 in that thing?
Yeah, I'll measure it out.
What was your strain tonight?
Red-headed stranger.
Is that a indica, sativa, hybrid? What's the dominant?
I think it's a hybrid.
Which do you prefer?
I'm pretty sure it's a hybrid. I prefer sativas, honestly.
Yeah.
I prefer more of the head high.
I like them both. But if I'm out doing things, sativa for sure.
Yeah.
Indica is just for laying around. And I would say that gives me the munchies more. I think indica gives me stronger munchies. For sure.
I need to get like a what do they call it? A concierge? No. What's a
Canagar?
Canagar?
A Canagar.
Is that someone who picks out your?
No. A Canagar is a giant cigar wrapped in weed leaves that's like full of cannabis.
Like, you know how wine people have sommeliers that recommend them wines and pairings?
Concierge?
A sommelier is someone who like knows how to recommend wine to you.
I'm not familiar
based on like the meal and everything, the proper wine pairings. Like, there has to be weed sommeliers, right? That will get you that perfect strain, that perfect type of weed for whatever you need.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that yet. I know that Snoop Dogg has like a blunt roller. He has like a guy who he pays like $60K a year to roll his blunts.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg has wine. I've seen it at the grocery store. He has like a red blend, Snoop Dogg red blend.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
My sister had
How
some.
can you not love Snoop Dogg though?
Yeah, I would hate to have
He's
like.
just such a likable guy.
I feel like Snoop Dogg is the closest thing to Mr. Rogers we have right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy that you say that because he was on trial for murder. Back in the 90s.
Sure.
But the murder was the case that they gave him. It doesn't mean that he went away for it.
I'm just saying Mr. Rogers was never on trial for murder.
Yeah, but it's not about what you did. It's about what you do. And I feel like Snoop, if something came out and there was like a Cosby moment for Snoop, I would be heartbroken. And I really hope that never happens. I hope he never tarnishes his legacy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Snoop Dogg wine is called 19 Crimes Red
Have you seen
Blend.
the pictures of Bill Cosby like in prison? How he'll just be smiling and shit.
I think
Have
he's
you
blind.
seen that shit?
I'm pretty sure he's like blind.
That's what he's saying. So he gets like special treatment, whether he is or not. I don't know, but
I don't know.
He probably is.
He's really old. That's for sure.
What's wild is that Snoop Dogg's wine is a red. Like he's always been like blue.
Right.
Like his cake was blue velvet for his birthday.
Yeah, but there's no blue wine.
I'm saying though, like there's non-red wines. He's always went out of his way to have like the blue side. That's the Crip side. You know, that's Snoop. That's Snoop. That's Snoop. And now he's got a red wine.
There's red. There's white. There's like blush, like a rosé.
Like he should have had a champagne or something in a blue bottle.
Yeah.
Like a sparkling.
You're kind of right though. Maybe he has like a taste for wine. Maybe he enjoys his wines, and that's why he was just like, I gotta do one. I don't care if it's red, you know.
That's true.
I don't know.
And yeah, I know. I see people saying blueberry wine. Yeah, there is blueberry wine. There are fruit wines, but I mean like just basic wine. You know, there's like the main types of grapes they make wine out of.
Snoop having a blueberry
there's no
wine.
Blue wine.
A blueberry Snoop wine would be great.
They could. I mean, they make fruit wines.
I was
sure.
watching a documentary on Gordon Lightfoot last night. He was singing about his blackberry wine. It made me want some blackberry wine.
I thought about trying out the Snoop wine because I like red a lot. So
it was at the local Winco when I was shopping. My sister.
Wine knocks me out.
Yeah, I'm not a wine
puts me
drinker.
to sleep.
Yeah, I can do that.
I like champagne and sparkling wine. That's like
There's one of the South Park games. I can't remember if it's Stick of Truth or Fractured But Whole. You have to battle red wine drunk Randy, and he's all like super powerful. It's like it's almost like it's a turn-based RPG, and he's really powerful. He's really hard to beat because he's drunk on red wine, and it is true. Red wine is kind of like a weird, different kind of drunkenness.
Eric says, no blue wine, Ben? Have you never had your taste buds dazzled by the
Mad Dog
complexities
2020. Oh,
of
God.
MD 2020 blue raspberry, the finest of hobo?
Oh, God. That is not wine. No, that is not wine.
It's the finest of hobo wines, Ben.
That is not wine.
The hobo wines that glow in the dark. I cooked a big dinner at my sister's, and she had the Snoop Dogg wine there, and she was trying to get me to drink it.
You didn't even try like a taste?
No, it was a big keto dinner, so I had like
red wine,
ribeye, and king crab, and asparagus.
Red wine is pretty low in carbs.
So maybe I could have gotten a little Snoop wine drunk.
Let's see how many carbs is in the Snoop wine.
Probably a lot.
I don't know. Let's see.
That's the Snoop side.
That's the nice thing about weed, no calories.
Yeah, it's
That's
zero
what I
calorie
always say.
weed.
Zero calorie weed.
Except it gives you the munchies. Like every time I get weed high, I get the munchies.
Well, I'm prescribed Adderall, so it kind of balances me out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's whenever I'm operating at peak, is whenever I've like had my morning joint and, you know, I've taken my Adderall and then I'm drinking a coffee. That's whenever I'm in my peak mode.
Adderall kind of made me twitchy. I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been taking it for years now, but I'll only take I'm prescribed 60 milligrams a day, and I only take 15. And I always say sometimes I feel like it lasts more 2 to 3 days, and I only have to take it every other day almost because it's strong.
Yeah, I was only on 10, and I felt like I couldn't even drink coffee anymore. Coffee, I just felt so jittery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah. We did do a 24-hour stream once though, and that helped me stay up the whole time easily.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a gamer drug, right?
Yeah.
That's what all the gamers are doing.
Is that why you can't say the gamer word on Twitch? Adderall?
Gamer. Oh.
Is that the word now? Adderall? Is that the gamer word?
What?
I don't know. I heard something about the gamer word. I don't know what the word is. Is
Oh
that
no,
Adderall?
the gamer word. I always thought the gamer word, whenever people are referring to gamer language, they're referring to how toxic people in Call of Duty shooters and shit will just go into lobbies and yell the N word or the F word.
Oh.
That's what I always thought the gamer word was, right?
Okay.
Or am I wrong? I don't know. I could be wrong.
That might be right. Yeah.
That's what I thought. People always be like, oh, gamer language and shit, kind of referring to that. Or am I wrong?
I think you're right. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
So that's whenever you said that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, I feel like a buffoon now. That was horrible. Good times.
Yeah.
But
Claudia Cool says you're right. You're definitely right.
So,
yeah, after all.
Yeah, I was on it as a kid. I don't know how many milligrams I was on back then. Probably not a lot because I was a small kid. But and then I tried it again as an adult, like a year and a half ago, and I didn't enjoy it. I felt weird, even on a low dose.
I honestly don't like it. A lot of people will be addicted to it and shit, but I really honestly will take it to really try to focus whenever I know I have to do a lot of stuff that requires a longer attention span.
Yeah, I definitely felt better focus. I just felt anxious from it. I would say. Yeah, for sure.
Good times.
So we're probably gonna go for another 15 minutes here. And then we're gonna do a post show over on YouTube for everyone to see.
We're going back.
We're going back to YouTube.
Cali. That'll be good. How's the ganja berry blunt?
Oh, this honestly, I like it. It tastes good and it burns good.
Yeah.
It smokes nice. It's slow burning. It gets me really high. Oh my god.
Are they easy to fill? You just
Yeah, you just stuff them.
See, that's
They're
cool.
Yeah, they're nice for people who don't know how to roll. But I like rolling joints still too.
Do you have a code to use when I go and purchase some? Is it code Kaceytron?
Oh yeah, Kaceytron. Yeah, for 15% off.
Nice. Yes. I think I might pick some up. I have so much weed and I never have anything to roll. I have some zigzags in my
He doesn't
closet.
smoke weed, but he has a bunch of weed.
I got 3 ounces at home
How
right now.
often do you smoke?
Maybe once a year. I don't think I've smoked since the beginning of COVID.
Woo, woo. Choo-choo. Yeah,
Delphia, thank you for the tip train.
We need the tip train, and that's part of the reason why we're doing a post. Normally, we do a post show for Patreon only, but tonight's post show is on YouTube for everyone to see.
We're gonna go jump back into our YouTube digs.
Yeah.
And go sit up late night with the kids.
Yeah. Who knows what'll happen? Yeah, the one thing that we do to meet our goal we could never do on Twitch, because I know people have gotten banned off of Twitch for similar things. Like in the past, it always involved drinking, like 9/11 mode, like drinking for tips. I know that's bannable on Twitch.
Yeah,
and then we have these collars that.
The shot collars,
yeah.
Also bannable.
Yeah, I would not use that.
Yeah.
Either. It's weird.
Because they consider it self-harm. But I know some streamers will do it and they'll get away with it, but you just never know with Twitch.
Yeah.
You just never know. It's just not safe. I started deleting all of my VODs off of Twitch now because I've been so paranoid about getting a copy strike for something. Even though I don't really even play music anymore. I'm just afraid something in a game will be, and then I'll just get banned. Twitch has me so paranoid.
Yeah, and it's just an impenetrable wall of like, it's Amazon, you know. So there's no, like, you have to just hope that they change their mind and overturn it. But they could just easily, it wouldn't faze them at all just to never overturn it when they ban you.
And like, you can do viewing parties and watch stuff on Amazon Prime with your Twitch stream, and the stuff you're watching has like some pretty gory, sexually induced like scenes, but you can watch that with your audience, but you can't have it on your stream. Like you can't. It's crazy how like they're like, it's okay. It's okay here.
You know, I got emailed by some people from Twitch, and I actually had like a conference call where they like asked me a whole bunch of questions about Twitch and how they could improve it and all this stuff.
So this is all your fault, is what you're saying?
And they actually paid me to do it too. It was pretty surprising.
You told them.
I might have done that. Did you get an Amazon gift card? Because I did that once, but they gave me an Amazon gift card.
It might have been a gift
for like
card.
$100.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't care, whatever.
Yeah. I think that might have been what it was. Yeah. And it was interesting because the people like that emailed me, it wasn't at Twitch. Their email addresses were at Justin TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Maybe it was a different one then. That is interesting.
Yeah, they were local here too. They were in the Seattle area.
I remember when Twitch became Twitch, and it was like offshoot of Justin.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, they're gonna change from Justin TV. I'm not going to Twitch. Nobody wants to go to a site called Twitch. Boy, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm honestly thinking that YouTube is going to start getting more popular, though, to be honest. Like, YouTube gaming is starting to get pretty popular, the live streaming on YouTube. I think that by summer, it'll actually start being more of a competitor with Twitch. With all those Minecraft kids that they have, like that fucking Dream Kid will stream on YouTube to like 600K people.
I got a new dog, so money's gonna be tight next month.
It's
this
okay.
will have to be my last dono for a while, but I'm glad I could stimulate your economies to
Thank
get
you so
2021
much.
off to a good start.
Thank you so much.
Eric. And shout out to the new doggo.
A new dog. Yeah, shout out to the new dog.
Yeah.
I want to know its name.
I know, Eric. If you just type it in the fan chat, we want to know the doggy's name and what type of doggy it is.
I have a dog that is like 2 pounds, and it's probably seen Billy 6, 7, 8, 900 times. Who knows how long? And it fucking freaks out.
Still barks.
Yeah, the same way.
My little dog, I have she's like a Chihuahua mix, and she like still barks at like, my mom lives with me. She still barks at my mom like every fucking time she comes downstairs.
Yeah, there's just something about them. They just freak out. My Chihuahua freaks out when it sees like any type of animal on the TV. Any animal, like, it doesn't matter what it is, even animated animals, or like a bear, that sort of thing.
She gets jealous.
She just wants to kill it, or like she freaks out, and she has this really high pitched, like, make your ears ring kind of bark.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My dogs have the worst barks.
Yeah.
Eric's dog's name is Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Ooh.
The D stands for dog. He's a golden doodle. A golden doodle.
A golden doodle. So that's like a golden retriever and labradoodle mix, right? Or something like that?
I don't know.
Isn't it like a mix of those two?
Whoa, Goose, dude! Here's the competition.
Flop on this goal and on Kaceytron.
So
don't take no plops on Kaceytron, please.
What do you mean plop?
Please don't do that.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was a sweet boy thing to say, and we just misinterpreted it because we don't have unsweet people on our channel.
Absolutely not.
Retriever poodle mix. That's what it is. A golden retriever poodle mix is a golden doodle.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, those are two very strong breeds. They have like a ranking of all the dog breeds, you know, from like smartest to like harder to train. And I have 2 beagles, and they actually rank like almost at the very bottom, even under Chihuahua. But like top 10 is all like, your border collie, your Australian shepherd, your golden retriever, your lab, your German shepherd, all of the good dogs. And yeah, poodle as well is like top 10, like most easy trainable dogs.
I want to point something out. Because we said earlier, Goose Juice and Eric were like competing for the top 2 donors of the month.
Yeah.
Well, now they're up to the penny, like exactly even.
Just woke up from a nap.
Whoa!
Hey, PT Hammer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They're in on this because their donations were like 2 minutes apart too, and they've both donated exactly $350.
Exactly?
Exactly. They're tied.
Do you think that's what Goose Juice did on purpose? Because Eric said it was the last dono?
Those last 2 donos were a really random amount of money, both of them, and they had like pennies on the end of them, Yeah. That's what happened here.
I don't think it's Eric, did you round it up perfectly, or was it a coincidence that you hit 350? There's something going on here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't trust it. What do you guys got planned?
Yeah, because Goose Juice did 29.71 and Eric did 20.94.
And then Hammer came in, dropped a 50 on us. Baller.
Yeah.
It's been
this was planned. Something here was planned. That they gave the exact same amount.
Well, I mean, Eric definitely could have had the 350 hit, and then Goose Juice responded like, we're going to bring this to a tie, right? Goose could be toying with young Eric. Yeah, Eric made his 350 on purpose. Goose Juice said, oh, no, Papa.
What?
I'm coming in, and I'm going to tie it up. Yeah. Goose Juice is playing mind games. Oh my God. So I'm going to go powder my nose. I'll be right back.
Is that code for something?
Yes.
He's gonna do coke.
We did.
Damn, they go hard.
We did this one stream one time where we pretended to do coke, but people thought it was real and they got mad at us.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, I could see people, like, if I did that, people would definitely be mad at me. Yeah. They would be like, you have a serious fucking issue.
It was like
what the fuck is wrong with you?
It was like baby powder or something. And we would like go off stream and like make the sound like we were snorting it and like put baby powder all over our faces. And like by the end of it, our faces were just totally covered in baby powder. It was pretty nice.
I've been watching a lot of Nick Cage films recently.
Oh, yeah.
And I've just like seen, there's so many films where Nicolas Cage like actually, does cocaine in the film. But then there's like a few films where it's just like, is Nicolas Cage doing cocaine while he's filming this? Like how often do you think movie stars do cocaine while they're filming like scenes and stuff? Like even intentionally, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no drug testing to be a Hollywood actor, so they can do whatever they want.
How often? That's what I want to know. I want to know how many times Nick Cage actually did cocaine on set, because I feel like it's a bit of few. I've been watching a lot of Nick Cage movies, and I don't know. I think in Face Off, whenever he was fucking Castor Troy, I think he was definitely on coke then. Right? Like,
yeah, he probably does.
And that was the 90s, right? It was the 90s.
Yeah, I would say maybe he's like, you got to write in a scene where I do cocaine or I won't be in this movie.
Yeah, and then in Bad Lieutenant, I just watched that one yesterday. He does a lot of cocaine in that one.
I wonder what the ratio is of movies that he's appeared in versus doing cocaine in the movie.
He was, he's been in a lot of like Nicolas Cage has a really interesting resume. He's been in a lot of, family friendly movies too. I would say it's probably like, I would say less than a quarter of the movies he's been in, honestly. I don't know.
Does he do coke in Raising Arizona?
I'm trying to think. I just watched that one recently. I feel like he doesn't.
He does coke on top
They
of the
just smoke
Declaration of
cigarettes.
Independence and National Treasure.
Are you fucking with me? Because
I
I
am.
haven't seen that
I'm
one
fu-
recently. I'm like,
I'm fucking
nuh-uh.
with you. He doesn't do coke in that. That's like a family movie.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
That'd be funny though, if he just stole the Declaration of Independence and did blow off of it.
Or like used it as rolling papers.
Oh no!
What do you think the best Nicolas Cage movie is?
Have you ever seen Ghost Rider that he did? Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I watched that one recently.
Did he make a sequel to it?
I don't know.
There's a sequel, but I don't think he's in it.
Oh. I'm going to pull up Nicolas Cage movies.
It's funny. Ghost Rider's funny. I just know there's that scene where he's like yelling.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I never saw him as Ghost Rider.
I don't think I actually watched his Ghost Rider, which is crazy to me because I would watch all bad movies, all comic book movies.
Yeah.
He's got a movie he's in called Willy's Wonderland coming out. That seems interesting.
Oh my God. Matchstick Men. I like that movie where he's all
I watched
OCD.
that one recently. Yes, I watched that one recently. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I have to say my top 3 are Adaptation, Con Air, and Face Off.
Con Air is amazing.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's so good too. And there's so much star power in it. Like
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is in it. Fucking Steve Buscemi's in it. There's actually just so many.
It's nonstop.
Yeah.
So he was in the Ghost Rider sequel as well.
Oh, okay. I've never seen the sequel.
He was
That's
in
funny.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
I remember watching him in that.
Wicker Man.
Wicker
Mhm.
Man.
I saw that one recently. That's a good one.
Now,
I think Nicolas Cage took his name from the superhero Cage, Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that
really?
from Mortal Kombat?
Or is it
Johnny Cage is in
Johnny
Mortal
Cage
Kombat.
is, yeah.
he would have had it before Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
He
I
came
think
out
Johnny Cage may have been based on
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna think I'm a little weird, but my favorite Nicolas Cage movie is is it Honeymoon in Vegas? Is that what I always get confused with
Leaving Las Vegas.
No, mine
Leaving
is
Las Vegas.
mine is Honeymoon in
You like
Vegas.
Honeymoon in Vegas?
Honeymoon in Vegas, where he loses $65,000 in poker, and where he's marrying Betsy on his wedding weekend, and like to pay off the debt, the poker winner wants to date his fiance.
So Nicolas Cage, his real last name is Coppola. He's a member of the Coppola family. So yeah,
He's Italian.
It's weird that he wouldn't use that name too. That's a famous lineage.
Yeah.
I think he didn't want to have that burden over his head where he was always being compared.
They have a wine too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was in a movie with Cher, Moonstruck in the
Moonstruck,
80s.
yeah. Oh, The Rock with Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Yeah, I watched that one. I've been watching so many, but I'm like, every time I'm like, fuck, I need to watch like 20 more just whenever I think I'm getting caught up.
I have watched the National Treasure movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't. I've only watched the first one.
I haven't watched either of them.
He was married to Patricia Arquette and Lisa Marie Presley. Wow.
Yeah.
Lisa
Oh,
Marie's got
wow.
Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage.
Yup.
Damn.
Well, let's
That's
look at her
weird.
exes.
Who? Lisa Marie?
Lisa Marie. Yeah, where's she at now?
I think someone normal. It's I don't know why it's not loading. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Okay, spouses, Danny Coe. Who's that? Michael Jackson, Nicolas Cage, and Michael Lockwood. Oh, her daughter is Riley Coe. Yeah. She's like a pretty famous young Hollywood.
She has Priscilla, or not Priscilla. Lisa Marie has a lot of money. Like Elvis still brings in money.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird how someone that's been dead for so long can still like generate a lot of money and left behind an enormous amount of money.
Oh yeah, he was like the Beatles were probably bigger than Elvis, right? But he was like America's.
It was a different time for sure.
And he was not in a group of 4. So like all his music and money from that went to like him and the Colonel. Like he was making so many movies. I wonder how many movies the Beatles made versus how many movies Elvis made.
Elvis actually was in a lot of movies.
He was. Yeah.
He was the king, baby.
He also had a badge from the DEA that allowed him to do basically whatever he wanted. Richard Nixon gave it to him. And, seriously. Elvis and Richard Nixon met up, and Richard Nixon wanted to get reelected, so he was trying to get celebrities on his side, and he gave Elvis a DEA badge. It's so weird. Oh yeah, here's the right here.
Elvis Presley's DEA badge and ID.
Yeah.
On December 21st, 1970, Elvis Presley paid a visit to President Richard M. Nixon at the White House in Washington, D.C. The meeting was initiated by Presley, who wrote Nixon a 6-page letter requesting a visit with the president and suggesting that he be made a federal agent at large in the Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs, DEA.
Yeah.
And Nixon's like, yeah, go ahead. I wonder how many drug busts Elvis did and just kept everything.
There's the one story about him pulling over an airplane that they someone I can't remember what it was on. It might have been like Drunk History or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty great. He pulled over an airplane because someone stole some shit from him and was trying to get away.
I'm trying to count the amount of movies that Elvis Presley starred in.
I mean, they whipped out movies, low budget trash. You know what I mean? Back then, they used to film movies on a all on one big stage. So weird.
He's got 31 movies that he was in.
Jesus Christ.
That he starred in. That's imagine, I don't know what an actor would get paid in the 60s for starring in a film. I assume Elvis would get paid more than the average star. Just because he was
in his prime,
he was pulling in viewership that was not it was not comparable to other movie stars.
Right.
You know, there was
the crossover.
Yeah. So I bet you he got a pretty penny off all these films. That's 31 films. His estate probably still makes money off every one. I would imagine he got a percentage off all that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you think that they make money off of all the spin-off Elvis impersonator shows, the famous ones, right? Like that Elvis, didn't they have Elvis in Las Vegas or some shit?
Oh yeah, it's big there. You can get married in Las Vegas by Elvis. I went to a wedding just before COVID dropped in Vegas, and they got married by Elvis, and it was a kitsch little thing. It was a cute little stupid thing, but it was fun. Yeah. But nobody had masks. Nobody was getting the quaff. It was perfectly fun, regular time.
So, I think we are going to wrap up the stream here on Twitch, and in a few we'll go over, do a post show. Casey, thank you for joining us. We really appreciated you coming around.
That was fun.
Yeah, we missed you so much, and we had a lot of fun.
It was nice catching up.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. We'll have you on again in a few more months.
And,
yeah, sounds good.
And if you're ever in Kansas City, I need you to point me to the casino that has the delicious damn beef Wellington. I want to go get beef Wellington right now.
It has Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse.
Yeah.
I want it right now.
Yeah, the Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse.
I want it right now.
You can't get it now.
I know.
You can't.
I'm jealous.
Sorry.
Can you get it now? Can you order it and maybe put it in a box and send it to me? I'll give you the money. Would it get bad if you overnighted it? It'd be pretty bad, right?
I'm like, what if I put like some little like cold things with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
God. You could probably buy it like shipped to cook.
And then you could just heat it back up in like an air fryer or something.
I'm going to Gold Belly right now, and I'm going to see if they have beef Wellington on Gold Belly. Have you used Gold Belly?
I don't know what that is.
It's an extravagant website that will send you like food from all over the United States. Like if there's like a specialty somewhere, they will just ship it to you in like a couple of days. They do pastries, cakes. They do like Maine lobster. They do ribeye, tomahawk steaks and stuff. They'll do special chef creations. Guy Fieri, I think, has nachos that come in a trash can. It's like that, but it's a little pricey, you know? You're paying like $80 for a cake, but it's like a special cake. I'm going to go for beef Wellington here and see what happens if I type in the beef welly. The Double R Ranch has a 3-bone prime rib out of Boise. This is prime rib. None of this is Wellington.
Okay.
None of this is Wellington, Ben.
I can't help you. I'm trying to get the other stream ready.
But now I'm looking at all these steaks. They have a Keen Steakhouse dry aged prime T-bone from New York, $159 for 2 T-bones. That's
really not that bad, right?
How much are they paying you to advertise here?
Nothing. They need to pay me like $60. Let me get some free Wagyu. They need to put beef Wellington up on this site, though. That's the problem.
I love a good steak. That's my favorite. Whenever I go to, I always like to get a good steak.
Yeah.
I like ribeye.
Yep.
Over like strip steak.
I usually just get whatever the biggest steak is on the menu.
Have you had rib cap before?
Rib cap? I don't know.
Yeah. It's like basically, it's like the top kind of part of a ribeye. And it's like Gordon Ramsay says it's one of the best cuts of meat, but it's really good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I had ribeye last Sunday. It was really good. I don't know if it was the cap. It wasn't. Okay, I'm looking at this here. There's Wagyu ribeye cap 2-pack from Queensland, Australia, 6 ounce each, 12 ounces for $149. Free shipping.
Have you used this site before?
Yeah, I ordered for Thanksgiving. I ordered a pie cakin, which the bottom layer was, I believe, a pumpkin pie or a pecan pie. The second layer was a spice cake. The third layer was the pumpkin pie, and then it was wrapped in like a cinnamon buttercream frosting and had apple pie filling on top. So it was like this massive, stupid sweet cake. And
why did you order that? Is that something from like your hometown or some shit?
No, it flew in from New York. It looked like it looked ridiculous, right? I was like, it's like 2 pies, a cake, and all this other stuff stacked up. So I want to try it, and it was fun. It was a little too sweet though. It was like too decadent, but it was fun.
All right, we are going to go over to YouTube. Anything else you want to say, Billy?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey. Again, personally want to thank you for coming here tonight.
Oh yeah, of course. Have fun on YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get out the shot collar?
I don't know.
What we're gonna do. Who knows how we'll have to humiliate ourselves.
What I do know is I'm gonna
this
throw.
Sounds sexual.
When you get that feeling for sexual healing, I'm gonna send the link to our Twitch viewers. Follow us all over to YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
And again, Kaceytron, all over Twitch. If you're not subscribed, you're messing up. It's very fun. Very fun. I love your streams.
Yeah. What's your? Don't you do a show with some other?
The new podcast.
Oh yeah, I do the E-Girl Rejects podcast with like a couple of girls on Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. It's good stuff.
do that, and then I don't know what else. I started doing Dungeons and Dragons recently too on Wednesdays, but I stream on Twitch pretty regularly, so you can catch me on there anytime.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Oh no.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.